You gonna be on the camera?
Yo. What up? Yo, this is Intelligently Ratchet, yo.
Yes, sir. What's good? It's your boy Kazi.
Bishop Omega, 19 and a half letters.
That's right. And we brought, it's Intelligently Ratchet. We broadcasting live from Black Space in Durham, North Carolina tonight.
Yes.
And yeah, we got a dope show. You know
we sure do.
We got a real dope show going down. Shouts out to everybody out there. Take this time right now to just share what we got going on right now.
Right,
everybody
just go
in the
ahead.
timeline.
So go into the joint, hit the share button.
Yep, take Intelligently Ratchet and share it with your timeline. Let everybody know that you're watching. Feel free to join in with the conversation. We got a lot going on tonight.
Yes.
All right? We got some special guests in the building. Yeah, of course, we're going to speak with the founder of Black Space and Beat Lab in UNC Chapel Hill and all of that. Pierce Freelon.
Pierce
on tonight. Yes, brother. Pierce is in the building.
He wanted to say a shout out. He off camera.
My Tar Heel brethren. Sing.
Shut up. No one went to Durham Tech. Why don't nobody go to Durham Tech? It's what I'm saying. Why no one go to Durham Tech?
Stay hating, bruh. Shouts out to all the Tar Heels tuning in. We got Pierce on tonight. We got Anitra in the building. We got Naughty. Man, just 4 to 1 in here. You know how many heels is in here right now?
Heels in the building.
Listen, what I'm going to say is this right here.
How
glad am I that all I have is a high school diploma and we're all in the same place? You see that right there? Fuck your degrees is what I'm saying.
Touche.
I don't have the same debt you guys do.
Right on. That's real. You can pay some of these loans if you would like.
No, I don't want to.
If you please.
I'll keep living off you guys' richness.
Well, it's okay, Bishop. You know, we tomorrow's leaders.
Yeah, tomorrow's leaders.
All that fly shit.
Yo, shout out to Naughty for giving us the pimp cups.
Naughty.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know
Shouts out.
election aid.
Yep.
It's delicious.
Yeah, I'm posted now. We in the game, baby. Okay. We ready for Intelligently Ratchet. Yeah, baby.
Keon, Ratchet and Petty team is in the building. That's the subgenre of the Ratcheteers, the Ratchet and Petties.
Yeah, so right off the bat, just like it up if you just...
Like it up.
Let me tell y'all, surviving, living in America just on a daily basis right now, I'm just give y'all a thumbs up. You made it to Wednesday this week.
You made it to Wednesday.
Thumbs up, likes, laughs. You made it to Wednesday. We're going to get over these next 2-3 days. We're going to be to the weekend. Although we're not living for the weekend. That's not our mentality. But you know what I'm saying, y'all. Shouts out to everybody at the Ratchet Land tuning in. We're going to talk about some things tonight.
Yep, like
and
this beautiful
let me not forget, also Anitra Goodman-Royster in the building tonight.
Anitra Goodman-Royster.
Yes, lawyer heel. You feel me? And we're going to talk about, she got a lot of introspect and perspective on voter law and everything that they got going on around time right now. Early voting has begun in North Carolina and across the country. So we're going to talk to her about what to expect, what to be prepared for, and what your rights are when you go into these polls and voting.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Anitra, drop the address right there in the joint to let everybody know where we at. We are at Black Space. It's 212 West Main Street. Right next door to the Runaway Clothing Store. If you know that, it's it's a landmark in Durham, North Carolina, where you get cool clothes. Yeah. You can get cool clothes, come over and holler at Pierce and just be in a cool ass space. Maybe he'll make you a beat. You know what I'm saying? You can burn some sage. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know what I mean? We do it like that.
Definitely there's part of this renaissance going on in downtown Durham right now of a lot of young Black and just all, races, nationalities coming back to Durham, downtown Durham in this Main Street area and getting it back popping. It's a beautiful thing. So, yeah, we're going to talk about Black Space tonight, get to know more. I need to know more. Everybody out there needs to know more.
About Black Space.
And about this big head right here, you know what I
mean?
This
right here. You see that big? Yo, you know what it is. Yeah. Shout out to Durham Beard Supply Company for getting me and Kazi laced with the nice beard oils or whatever. Beard gang. So if you want your beard to look luxurious, just like me and Kazi's. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yo, Kazi.
Here we go. Here we go. Womp, womp.
I was gonna say this right. What I was gonna say is this right here. Like, listen, Kazi said it himself. I'm not gonna say anything. Kazi said it himself. He looks like the Black Logan. You know what I'm saying? Kazi got the Black Wolverine. His beard is still
swing.
As long as the beard still connects, you don't need the mustache, Kazi.
That's that adamantium beard.
Yeah,
you got that adamantium beard popping.
You know what I'm saying? As long as your beard stays.
How dope would a Black Wolverine be though?
Word. How dope would he be?
So maybe I could get cast for that. See, it's all how you look at it, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Freeway got his
No,
beard.
he got a black son too. You know.
James Harden got work.
Yeah, he got a
See,
black son in the comic.
like how Luke Cage just popped off.
Yup.
Black Wolverine.
Black Wolverine.
You heard it here first.
We blacking out all other things. We gonna do a blackout going to the
everything.
all black everything.
All black everything. All this black, bruh. So, yo, speaking of which, let's get into like what we're gonna be talking about tonight.
Yep.
Because we got some, intelligently ratchetness to talk about.
Yes, we do.
Sex trafficking case in Apex, North
Yes,
Carolina.
Lord Jesus.
You know what I mean? If y'all that missed the headline about that during the week, there's been some people busted for sex and human trafficking.
Human trafficking.
You know what I mean? In Apex, North Carolina,
Yep.
and several locations. So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about this phenomenon that I done seen over the last couple of days. Hashtag Blacks for Trump.
Ah!
This
Plants.
is like Blacks for Trump. Real talk. This is the thing. There's been some people seen holding up signs at some rallies. But we're gonna talk about that. It's a movement. Blacks for Trump. There's social media. There's a Twitter. If you search the hashtag Blacks for Trump, and
We're
gonna get into that.
I gotta talk about a Trump ad that I heard on Pandora. Man, it's hilarious. We'll talk
all
about
right.
it.
So we're gonna talk about that. We're going to talk about some voter rights. We're going to talk about black space. We're going to talk about, somebody dying, Walking Dead. I don't watch Walking Dead.
Oh, man. R.I.P.
Did somebody die?
Yeah, we're going to talk. We have to talk about Walking Dead, man.
Okay. Oh, my bad.
Spoilers?
Do not watch this episode of
If you have not.
Just send me out
On that, okay. Well, let's not do it through a Pierce joint. And he goes,
So-
you know what's going to fuck around? You will sit there and look through the comments and it's going to still tell you.
So, without further ado, you hearing the vocals, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead and introduce you to brother Pierce Freelon in the building, you know what I mean? Let me swap it around. We're going to go here. He's word on me. There you go, dog.
What up? What up?
In the building. What's up, Pierce? How you living, man?
I'm doing good, bro.
Yeah, we
He
out
is
here.
real close
man.
to the camera. Look
We
at
out
that.
here. It's cool. I'm gonna
Get
flow it
close.
back just a little bit. There we go. Perfect right there. Yeah, so just introduce yourself, bro. Let everybody know, what I'm saying, who you are and what you got going on.
What's going on? It's Pierce, Durham, North Carolina. This is Black Space that we're chilling in right now. This is a Afrofuturism digital maker space. So high school kids come in here. They make beats. They make films. They make apps. Just different kind of digital mediums. And so, we work a lot with school students from DSA, Durham School of the Arts, where I went to school. But we also pull kids from Northern, Riverside, Jordan, all over the Triangle. And man, we're here. Black liberation. That's our goal. Through the digital arts, arts and technology for black liberation.
That's what's up, man. So what that is that Pierce is a lot smarter and cooler than most people. That's all it is, you know what I'm saying? But Pierce also is an accomplished musical artist.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
He is very accomplished.
spit on
yeah,
it.
you know what I mean? You know, Pierce,
He ain't got bars.
yeah, yo, he just did. I heard he
ain't
just did a
got
joint.
bars.
I heard he just did a joint with Hiram and Bip too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you heard the bit
Yeah.
though?
Yeah, no, I haven't heard it yet, but it
So
popped.
you gotta
Well, one of the
feature
Ratcheteers just put it up in the comments. So
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I talked to
yeah,
Bip today. He might be coming out here too.
Oh,
so,
Bip
yeah.
is the homie, man.
Yeah.
I know Bip since this high.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell us about like your music as well. Like I know you with the Beast your band.
Sure.
And let everybody
Yeah,
know.
so I guess I started out just like a lot of MCs, just kind of rapping at lunch, banging on the counter during lunch period. And did you hear the door just
Yes.
close on the
Yeah.
song?
That was creepy.
That's some freaky. That's some freakishness. Anyway, I was y'all know Aiden Darity? Yeah. So we grew up together. I've known him as long as I know Bip. And we started a group called Language Arts. So that was y'all remember, if you've been
I
around
do.
for a minute, you remember
Come
Language
on,
Arts.
man, Hip Hop Nation. I remember Language
Yeah,
Arts.
so we came together, did that, and I remember it was maybe my senior year at Carolina when I first got with my bandmates in the Beast. And it was my first time ever rocking with a live band where they were improvising and I was freestyling. Because I used to freestyle all the time, but the situation was different. Like, I would go in on a particular rhythm or cadence and the drummer would be listening. They follow your cadence with the drums. And then the bass player, they can just react to you. Whereas typically a cypher happens over a beat that's static. Unless it's like somebody beatboxing, which is another added element. But I thought it was so dope the experience of improvising with 3 other musicians that were also freestyling on their instruments. So we came together, we formed the Beast in 2007, and for 9 years we've been making hip-hop and jazz, like a fusion of the 2 genres, and you know, inspired by the Roots, inspired by Robert Glasper, and you know, when Art of Cool Festival came through, we were just like, yes, because it's right in our lane, it's right our genre, like very influenced by jazz. All my bandmates were in the music department at UNC studying jazz, and I was in the Black Studies department, you know, studying black shit, you know, and so it was formed like Voltron moment, you know what I mean? And you know, it's funny too, because a lot of times I get it all the time. People come to me, they're like, "Yo, your band is all white. Like, how are you going in on all this revolutionary shit with your white band?" And you know, but we speak a language through the music that is really deep, you know. And you know, I feel like I'm always thinking back, you know, when we're trying to get free, you know, you need allies, you need Quakers and shit, you know what I mean? That got resources and have skills and privileges that kind of open up some doors for you. So yeah, man, I love my brothers in the Beast. They're good dudes, and you know, that's what we've been doing with the Beast, hip hop and jazz.
Right on, man. All right, so that's just a brief introduction to the homie Pierce Freelon. And yeah, we're gonna talk with him throughout the evening. So he's in the building, you know what I mean? Most definitely. So everybody out there, you rock with us, you rock with Pierce. Share this with your timeline.
Share it.
Let everybody know what we got going on right now. We talking to the brother all night. So without further ado, let me introduce my homegirl to the left of me.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Y'all make some noise. This is my Carolina homie. You know what I mean? Alumni. She a lawyer now.
Ew. And she got her eyebrows.
Yeah. So yo, Delta Sigma Theta.
Hey.
Okay.
Shout
So
out
let
to
me
KO.
introduce the homie Anitra Goodman-Royster.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for having me, guys. Kazi, Bishop.
Hey, we're here. We're glad to help you.
Yeah. So introduce yourself, miss. Let everybody know, you know,
who you is.
Your name, what you do.
I'm Anitra Goodman-Royster, born and raised in Clinton, North Carolina, Sampson County. I see you. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
I live here in Durham. Went to UNC Chapel Hill with the one and only Kazi, Nadi. A few years before Pierce, but not many.
Right on.
And Central Law School, my training, I'm a regulatory attorney, basically focused on banks and financial services, but I have a passion for civil rights and voting rights. So try to educate myself, get in with the cool kids.
Amen. So tell the people like what you've been working on. I know you've been doing some work with the you know, with all the things, with the voting and everything that's been going on. Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
So I am going to volunteer around Election Day and in early voting for election protection. If you see something, if you have a problem when you're voting, there is an outlet for you. You can call 888-HOUR-VOTE to get some guidance. A lot of people have had problems in the past with provisional ballots and their polling places and voter ID. But I have good news. The voter ID law was struck down by the federal appellate court in Richmond, the 4th Circuit, that encompasses North Carolina. So no voting ID requirements now. But I put an asterisk beside that because if you are voting or registering during the early voting period, you still need some form of ID or a paycheck stub or a utility bill or something to register if you're doing so before November 5th. So North Carolina early voting started October 20th and goes through November 5th.
That's what's up.
All right. So yeah, she in the house.
She in the house.
She in the house.
Yeah, we done heard some. Are we gonna jump into that right now? Because I want to talk about how if y'all experience this with the early voting, I haven't voted just yet or whatever, but I will. I promise you, because I don't want my slave ancestors to come back and rise above it.
Example, man.
But no, I voted. I vote. Yeah, I've been voting like every year since. Yeah, I still got some time. And then like that's early voting. I still got the regular voting time. I can go out and vote too.
Wait. Right.
Hold on. You don't listen. Listen, what I'm saying is this right here.
Y'all always know Nadi in the house, right?
Yeah,
you try to act like you're not in the house.
Craft services.
You know what I mean?
Craft services.
Try to act like she's not on deck.
Right.
She's right here with us. But no.
But yeah, let me ask you this about the early voting. We heard that there's this rumor going on that you would hit clitory and.
Well, yeah, there's been reports that people are in the
What did you say?
I don't know. It's live. Don't worry about it. They'll read. Rewind it back. See what I said. See what Bishop said. What the
So
clearly.
clitorally.
Oh, no.
So clitorally.
Clearly. Ah.
Earmuffs.
Yeah, she running for office.
When they're going to swipe at the. Okay.
Swipe it.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I can't.
Well, there have been reports of people in the touchscreen counties
Right.
touching, like for Hillary, and they're going for Trump, or just there being foul play. There's also been reports of people still being requested that their IDs being seen and things like this. If you encounter this type of like resistance at the poll, what do? You know what I mean? What do people do? Like,
Right, that's true. So
yeah.
some counties in North Carolina, and I'm speaking about North Carolina because it's where I live and it's where I've seen the most information come out recently. But Cumberland County, I know, for example, has electronic voting machines, and actually had a friend's mom who clicked on one candidate and it jumped to the other candidate on the ballot for that office. And the best advice I can give you is to make sure you check each office or each office that you vote for before you submit. You have the opportunity to review your ballot before you submit it, and please do so, because it's kind of too late after you submit it to do so. They might allow you to vote with a provisional ballot, but it's anonymous and it might not count. So the best advice I can give is check it before you submit it. Even if it jumps, go back. You have the opportunity before it's submitted to go back and correct any errors.
Okay. And can I like talk to like anybody that's present at the poll as well?
Yes.
Can I? Okay.
Absolutely. If you encounter any problems, speak to election officials who are present at the poll. Every county has board of elections that are running the elections for your county, and then there are also other people who are monitoring. There are poll monitors. Some counties and jurisdictions across the country have observers, but you can talk to folks and make sure that you are letting someone know before you submit your ballot in particular.
Okay.
And speaking of monitoring polls.
Monitoring polls. Oh, here we go.
Oh, Lord.
I knew I should.
You should have said shit.
Earmuffs.
What scar, bitch?
Yo, yeah. Oh,
Earmuffs.
no, it's not showing up, yo. So, Kazi, show them what happened to you. So let's talk about this. So Kazi
I got him with a mean right.
was walking.
That was funny.
This is the comment. I was walking and I ran into a pole.
That ain't yo.
He walked into
I fucked around and walked into a pole,
Oh,
y'all. All right?
And split his shit, yo. And look at his eye.
I
That's
got
an Anitra move all day.
Look at
I got 3 stitches in my head.
Look at
That
that.
is an Anitra
Go ahead,
move.
laugh at my pain. Go ahead, laugh at my pain.
Why are
There
you
you
laughing
go.
at that?
You see
Why
it.
are you laughing at him?
They're really
Yeah,
hard.
we all
3
laughing
stitches
at
in my head.
That's not nice.
Walked into a pole. I was walking straight, looking this way. Yeah, boom. Had my
Sorry.
joint leaking. You know what I mean?
Hey,
3 stitches.
show Kazi some love. Ladies, give that man.
Oh,
Kiss him with his boo-boo. Throw some hearts on there. Kiss him with his boo-boo.
Right on, yo.
somebody's getting old.
So,
Oh, no.
So, yo, Anitra, real quick. If I haven't, laugh at my pain. I'm glad y'all feel me there. We're going to start a GoFundMe for my left eye.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? We
Oh,
need
shit.
that. So, yo, real quick. If I haven't registered yet, can I still register?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Fortunately, through November 5th, North Carolina in particular has one-stop voting and registration. You do need to present some form of ID, a government issued ID, a pay stub, a utility bill, something like that to let them know who you are.
Okay. Amen. That's what it do.
And we debunking rumors about voting all night, man. Like, yo, Anisha's gonna be here the whole night.
All night long.
All night long.
night.
All night long. All night. Yeah.
All
And then-
night long. Take it old school.
Lionel Richie, yeah, you know, exactly. Mary Jane girls, Bishop, see light-skinned niggas singing Lionel Richie, you know what I'm saying? Jumped right to Lionel Richie. Jumped
Pierce,
right to
as a
Lionel
fellow,
Richie,
as
man.
a fellow khaki colored
I'm
kid.
sorry, Pierce.
Dang.
That wasn't even a shot at you, but he
Pierce,
been
that's
trying to
what
play
it
me.
was. Pierce,
He been trying to play me all season.
Pierce.
He was super. He declared his allegiance. He drew this line.
Damn.
He drew this line in the
Pierce.
sand.
Colorism is
I thought we were past
Yeah,
this.
We're not.
sorry.
This is so 20th century.
Willie
What I'm saying
Lynch.
is this right, hold on.
This is
This-
so 20th
We do
century.
not promote this Willie
We
Lynch
do.
mentality on
Pierce.
intelligently.
Hey,
You are light skinned.
Pierce,
I am
I'm sorry.
light-skinned. And I don't appreciate this coming from Lisa Left Eye Lopez. Give this nigga some TLC. He mad.
Listen, yo, all my Listen, all my chocolate and darker skinned niggas, you know what I mean? Shouts out to y'all
shit.
out there. We holding it down. I'm not.
Did you
I'm
say
not.
we?
What you mean
One.
we?
It's
You
one.
like hot chocolate.
What you?
You're
What color?
not.
What the? How dark
you-
you want
brown
me
like
to be?
me, dude.
Regular brown.
You're
Solid
regular
What?
brown.
You're
How about
brown,
this? There's
crayon
1,000 shades of black. All right, and you know. I wasn't coming at you, but he be in his light skin feelings. He be in his light skin feelings. All right. So I just had, you know,
Khaki colored killers.
fire shots fired at Albie Shore over here. All right.
When it get up,
So Hey, get that wop. That wop.
Oh, what's he saying though?
Huh?
We don't
But
know.
what were you saying? Yeah. But I'm sorry. What were you, as you were saying?
As a car carrying member of the khaki colored killers, I refuse to talk anymore during this segment.
You promise?
I boycott.
I'm boycotting.
Oh man. Well, how about this? Let's get into the topic at hand. That's fun.
Now, for real, complexions don't really matter because we're all
Nah, we
beautiful.
having fun. Y'all know
Unless
what
you're
it
ugly.
is. We promote all 1,000 shades of black that there is out
real.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Especially
And
them
beyond.
chocolate girls.
You know what I mean? And I mean that personality-wise as well. You know what I mean? There's more than 1 or 2 shades of black. You feel me? So this sex trafficking.
Dang.
And guess what?
Can we talk about
Can we
it?
talk about sex trafficking?
Can we talk
about sex?
And human trafficking. So, because these are real issues, you know what I mean? Vice has a real dope documentary out about it.
Yeah.
But I want to give y'all some facts because North Carolina, shouts out to everybody watching worldwide. But
Yeah.
we broadcast live from Durham, North Carolina. So this happened in Apex right here.
Yeah.
Sex trafficking in Apex, all right?
At a massage parlor.
Not a surprise where it took place, though, right?
Word, yeah, not a surprise where it took place.
a
Massage
surprise.
parlor called Touch of Asia.
Damn, the joke writes itself, doesn't it?
A Touch of Asia massage
shit.
parlor.
Right, that's crazy. But this is
was one
these are
going
the
on.
facts.
These are the facts.
3 people were charged after the Apex Police Department got a complaint about the Touch of Asia massage parlor in the 800 block of East William Street. And they served a search warrant to the business, okay? Police arrested a Durham resident Thursday on charges of promoting and advertising prostitution involving a massage parlor and operating a continuing criminal enterprise, okay, that police said appears to involve massage and other businesses in Johnston and Wake and in Charlotte, Wilmington and Greensboro. So it was like
He was
had-
out there pimping.
he was franchised. He had multiple locations.
Yes.
There was one nearest you.
You don't expect this in Apex.
You don't, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But-
That's what all people think. Like my thing is right. People think Durham is bad and everything like that.
Right.
Like honestly, like
so much heat for Durham.
it's so much heat going on in Durham. That's the reason why you can go out to Apex and do this.
Right, well, that's the
situation.
thing.
I remember
Sleeper
where-
cell.
hide in plain sight. Surprising that it was a massage parlor though.
I mean, happy endings is a thing. Like
Right.
that's a part of the,
Culture.
the culture.
Speaking from personal
Yep.
experience.
Nah, I mean, the lawyer is calling me out.
Wow, yeah,
He was like, you
You're
came
under
up
oath.
that a little too quick.
You under oath, Pierce.
No, I mean it's really it's a bizarre phenomenon and an extension of one of the oldest institutions, one of the oldest businesses in this country. Like, I mean, in this world, you know what I mean? The prostitution is this ancient institution and connected to patriarchy.
Right.
It's just kind of this this fucked up thing that's been going on for the
It's
longest.
been going on.
Yeah.
Massage parlors.
And particularly speaking about women of color, it's a massage parlor, like an Asian massage parlor. There's this idea, this kind of European exoticizing women of color,
Right.
Asian women, black women, like that. That's been a thing. Like exploiting those bodies is like that's a part of the heritage of this country.
Right.
Built on rape, built on exploitation of black bodies, black women's bodies in particular.
But also the owner of the establishment is also Asian too. That's a part of their culture too.
Yeah, so
like honestly, you know what I'm saying. So it's just like, but go ahead.
You're right.
But yeah,
because
I mean,
like that's the thing. Like even you see it like just an example, like the Rush Hour movie when
Right.
them and they come in there and the girls is lined up. Like that's like what you think. Like when you go into Asia, it's part of like
Right.
the the underground, right? Or the mainstream, really, not even underground. So this was Touch of Asia. Bishop was triching off the name that sex trafficking happened at Touch of Asia, right? But this is the thing, all right? Continuing enterprise charge alleged that Quan Chun-Li, 53 years old,
Hold
was
up. Chun-Li?
Quan
Chun-Li.
Chun-Li. Yeah.
Not spin it. There's so many.
Not
Jeff.
me sidekick.
Hey!
Bishop.
Just
You
saying.
got this
What?
done up.
Listen.
Not Street Fighter Chun-Li. Not Street Fighter Chun-Li. Not Spinning Star Kick Chun-Li.
Beating Star.
Not the yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yo, that
Yes,
shout out to Chun-Li.
Nah, none of that. Okay. Chun-Li was a bad motherfucker. You know how to use Chun-Li though.
Yeah.
You can do some damage. You know how to use
Oh
Chun-Li,
man,
bro?
that was Chun-Li is the shit.
When she got the Hadouken,
Hold it.
remember when she got the
Hold it.
Hadouken? Come on, man. When
Hold
she got
it.
the slow Hadouken?
Hold it down for 2 seconds. Up, fierce kick that Jeezy. All right, there you
There it
go.
is. Y'all know about
Spinning
it.
Star kick. That's it. All right, so the department said, all right, that he was acting in concert with 5 or more persons, okay, of interest, all right, who respect. Hold on, 5 or more persons with respect to whom the defendant occupied a position. So basically, he was the head of the organization. 15 massage parlors. All right, the women were coming. Asian females were being sent from China after answering advertisements to come to the United States to work. So the women that they were using in this enterprise were people that were answering the ad to come to the United States and work. All right. So once they got here, all right, the girls were taxed and told they owed a substantial amount of money. They were basically put in debt as payment for their passage to America. The females are suspected of being distributed to brothels, exotic dance club, massage parlors, where they become, victims of human trafficking, labor trafficking, etc. Okay, and this was 15 massage parlors in North Carolina.
15 massage parlors. That's a lot. That's a lot of people, man.
That is a lot of
You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of people. And guess what? You in Apex. And then when I actually was watching the news report, you know what I mean, the one of the owners kind of tipped them off. It's like because they realized they thought something was going on because all the clients were all men, white men,
Out of town on business trips.
coming in at 10 o'clock
Right.
or after 9 o'clock at night. So that kind of tipped them off. It was just like they just had mad traffic there at night or whatever, getting their their massage on. But
I mean, yo, I think, and just being real, it's always been a thing. Like Pierce said, going to the strip club and going to the massage parlor. You knew the ones where you could get a little extra. There's a happy ending. Like whether you went to them or not, the word being the street, you know what goes on or whatever spot. But this has an added element. Girls that are looking to come to America, answering an ad, and then they get here,
right,
and then they put into a process where they become sex slaves or forced labor.
They get indebted into that, and that's where it's wrong. Like my thing is right here. Power to like if you're a stripper, like we're not talking about you. I mean that's fine. You could, if you feel as though that you want to go out there and strip, you want to do porn, fine with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people doing it for different reasons. Yeah. You got people that's you know what I'm saying that's kind of fucked up sexually due to abuse and everything like that. But you also got people that feel empowered by them doing it too. So it's two sides of the coin for it. As far as under the sex trafficking and stuff like that, that's wrong because that person's trying to get out of a situation and they're using that person's desperation to move them forward, or they're just pretty much lying to you, like, yo, you can come over for this, but now you have to be, or we're gonna do these bad things to you, or we're gonna send your family. And that's what was going on with the human trafficking and everything like that.
So Anitra, can I get some legal perspective?
Yeah.
Human trafficking is terrible. I mean, it's just, there's no way around it. It's a terrible thing. My heart goes out to the women who were brought here either by force or who were tricked and duped. And it's just something we need to work on ending. If you see something, say something.
Right.
Something's not right, you need to report it.
Right on.
So how do we get it? Like my thing is right. How do we get a legal happy ending though? Is what I'm saying. That's what we need to. We gotta talk about that too.
How do we achieve? Legal orgasm?
Like you know what I'm saying? Like it because I feel as though like the happy endings are like the blood diamonds. You know what I'm saying? It's like where you get. Are these?
I mean,
USDA approved heavy in
you
this?
get what
or-
you get what you pay for, Bishop. I think in this sense, but
I'm saying you want him. Yeah, you can do
Sure,
that.
man.
Shout out to you. You married too. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna slap. I'm not gonna slap her hand after that. I'm not. No, I'm not giving you a handshake.
Yo,
yeah. I shook your hand earlier.
Yo, right, yo. Chill out, yo. Yo, Pierce, man, let me ask you, bro, because I know you've been to, like, mad other countries. Yeah. You've been blessed to go to mad other countries. The prospect of coming to America, have you have a perspective on what people are willing to risk to get over here, and like what their perspective of the opportunity, like what?
The American dream is this thing that they sell, like the idea of prosperity in this country and across the world, especially in developing nations. There's a lot of situations where the United States is exploiting their country's resources,
right?
And it's crazy how they get in. They make these trade deals where they fuck up their whole economy to put them on like one crop or one thing the United States needs. And switch them up from a situation where they're self-sustaining to where they're dependent on importing goods from the United States of America. So what that does, that creates fucked up systems where people are in poverty. You know what I mean? And we create those situations.
Right.
The United States creates those situations. If you want to get an aid package, if you want to get like some funding from the IMF or the World Bank, you got to sign these fucking contracts with these dirty politicians that allow the U.S. to exploit your resources. So that's where the poverty comes from. Like, third world is not just a fucking thing.
Right.
It's a manufactured product of the American dream,
right.
which makes our cost of living cheap as fuck and makes countries that we exploit broke. And so then there's all these people, there's no jobs, there's not as many opportunities, so they end up thinking like, yo, the United States, the streets are paved in gold, there's job opportunities.
Right.
Like what we consider minimum wage in this country, you can make in a month what is the annual income in some African countries in a month minimum wage in the United States. It's absolutely crazy, the disparities. So, so people come, they begin to start thinking that this is the place where they can get opportunity. Then you struggle, whatever, pay thousands of dollars out your pocket to get here and find out not only can you not get like a decent job, but you're not even getting paid minimum wage. They got you plucking apples off the trees in Florida or picking tomatoes or cleaning the bathroom or women of color babysitting white babies in New York, all this stuff. It's just like, it's a really messed up situation. And I think, capitalism exploits the most vulnerable. Capitalism, white supremacy, patriarchy, these systems work together. So when we talk about sex slavery, it's not it's not a coincidence that it's people of color, it's women, and it's usually like young girls, children.
That's right.
It's children,
young girls.
Like that's the most vulnerable. And I think about it like, like a lion looking at a bunch of wildebeest out in the wild. They get the young ones that might not be able to get away as quick. You know what I mean? It's like a predatory system that exploits the most vulnerable. Yeah. And so you're more vulnerable based on how the systems of oppression impact you. So we were talking earlier about skin color. Like, colorism is an actual thing.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? Like the brown paper bag to get in, to get access. Obama being light skinned, that's a thing. You know what I mean? So the color of your skin, please. I'm sorry. I'm on my radical shit. My bad, y'all.
brother Pierce on the show. Not at all.
Y'all give it up for Pierce for being radical.
That's what
like
we
it
here
up.
for.
Like
Listen,
it up.
That's what we here for, Pierce. That's why.
You know what? It's the vodka that you put in my lemonade. Why you do that?
Cheers.
Why you do that? It's Beyonce in this mug. Put some lemonade in my cup.
No, I like what you were flowing with, man. You was doing a kick in the reel, but I was just going to interject because that's a real thing that people will conversations I've had with people have been like, if Obama was my complexion or a shade darker, that he wouldn't have won, that he wouldn't have been elected. Like real spit.
No way, no way he would have been elected. Yeah. So, but that's the thing. There's systems. There's a black woman, lesbian poet, spoken word artist, radical black feminist. Woman named Stacey Ann Chin. Okay. And she has this poem called All Oppression is Connected. And she talks about how all these different systems of oppression are just kind of interconnected. So, You know?
All oppressions are connected.
All oppression is connected. Yeah.
Okay, and who's the author?
Stacey Ann Chin. Stacey Ann is one name.
Get producer, drop that. If you can find that link, please drop that in there. There you go for the people.
That link will be dropping right there.
But it's important to think about, because when we're trying to get free, that's why I mentioned earlier, like, this is a black liberation space. You can't just, there's no getting free in one area and the rest ain't getting dealt with. Like, it's like white supremacy, patriarchy, capitalism, homophobia, all these things are connected. You know, and none of us are free until we're all free. You know, at Black Space, we focus on black liberation because we the ones who got it more fucked up than most. You know, so we start where we need to start, but as we move forward, it's important to consider all that. So,
Amen. Cheers to that, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Y'all get him for Pierce. He just don't do music. He knows how to read. Is what I'm saying.
Yo, real talk. Yo, like it up.
Like it up, man. Like it up if you like
science.
Like
got
it
dropped. You know what I mean?
That was free science. That was free science.
That's just my man talking, though.
Yeah, that's just him talking.
You know what I mean? Like, for real, from the heart. So, real spit. That's why we here. Cats is saying facts all through here.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
You got like 6 black fists. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Like, so, I don't know where nobody got a black. They just dropped the African medallion on it. I don't know how they did it.
Sometimes our feed does trip up when we start opening the third eye. Like, once we get up there in the pyramid of the Illuminati, we do trip up.
Yeah, we trip up. And, sometimes the staple snipers come and knock it down.
But it's cool. Rothschilds is watching Empire tonight at the World Series. We're good. So we out here. So
shout out for us getting ratings over Empire, man. We got a lot of people on here. We got like 38 people.
This is one of the first nights where it hasn't been a debate, an Empire, or something. Man, we've been competing against some shit Wednesday nights at 9, man.
Yes.
A lot of y'all.
But guess what? We don't care.
Right.
We'll debo the shit out.
That's it.
What's up? What you doing on Wednesday? You doing this shit on Wednesday?
Pull up on
us on Wednesday.
Yeah. Mark. But yo, in the house also just pulled up from the Muse, Dion.
Dion, if you like our outfits.
Dion! Hey, everyone. Nice to see you.
That's Dion. If you like our outfits today.
Bishop.
Did you stop?
Go ahead, stop. Bishop. Why does that always happen?
That's
so
what happens.
fresh.
What I'm saying, when
It's
you
not an episode of that shit.
get sexy like this.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so Bishop's outfit is new,
Yes, it is.
Okay.
but Kazi's is 100% thrift.
Nice.
100% thrift. Let's
over here, baby.
yeah, but 100 from head to toe. He is all thrift.
Hold on, let me get right there.
So what thrift stops did you?
She can't tell you that.
It's too close to Halloween.
Perfect. From the Muse. And Dion's gonna be on in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, she's gonna be on a couple of weeks.
Stay tuned. We're gonna talk fashion. We're gonna talk fashion that night and
I wanted to talk about what
and black girl magic. Yeah, we got a lot of black girl magic in the house tonight. You know what I'm saying? We got all sorts of.
Do what I can. Do what I can. Do what I
It's
can.
all in the air.
Hey, with the jewels.
Yeah. You flexing with them jewels? Are you flexing? Hey, John Wallen?
Hold up, no, but did you keep the bicep?
Yeah.
No.
That shit is popping.
Find me in the gym.
Hey.
Or not. Eat Cheetos.
Oh.
We out here.
Little Debbie's.
And little Debbie's, you know what I mean? And one. And two. And two, you know what I mean? So,
Y'all try to do that 22-day challenge or whatever.
How far you get?
Yo, I got 22 push-ups in one day. Like you're supposed to do 22 push-ups every day for 22 days. I said, yeah, I did. 22 push-ups, and I broke them joints down into twos. 1, 2, all right.
Did it
And 1, 2, I had to modify. Yeah, I was on my knees and everything, but it was bad.
And then it was a wrap after that.
And that was wrap after that. I just didn't get back to it. So.
Okay, awesome.
But yeah, also there it is. If y'all want to know, Styling by Muse is right there. The link is right there in the comment section.
So let me mention this. In upcoming weeks, we're gonna have a screening. Stay tuned. We're gonna announce we're gonna have a screening of A Nation Divided. We're gonna have one of the documentaries, a documentary that is Norman Lear and Shonda Rhimes worked on together. I think it's about 6 to 8 documentaries they did for Epics, and we Intelligently Ratchet. We're gonna have a screening of one of them.
You see how we did that?
You feel me?
We in your face.
And we're gonna invite everybody out there in Ratcheteers, or everybody in Ratchet Land to come out and watch that with us. And then we're gonna have a dope discussion afterwards. We're gonna have the Intelligently Ratchet camera, iPad rotating. Everybody can come in and participate in the conversation. You know what I mean?
Also, too, coming up next week,
there may be a special guest.
Maybe a special guest?
There may be a special guest, okay?
We don't know yet.
We're working on it. We're working on it to make this show better. So we're also going to be flexing on YouTube soon.
Yep.
All the episodes are going to be up on YouTube. And we're going to live stream. When we go live, we'll be live on Facebook and YouTube as well.
So that way, if you don't have Facebook, there's no excuse for you not to fuck with us.
Right on.
So is there an app that allows you to do both simultaneously, or do you have to? Oh wow, that's dope.
Wirecast.
That's dope.
The name of the joint is Wirecast. So yeah, if y'all check that out,
Because
Wirecast.
Facebook and Google are competing. I'm surprised to hear that they allowed
Some
that.
third party.
Okay.
I think it's early. We're early. Yeah,
Early.
we have to, because
Early.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
early.
we early,
Hey,
son. Like
early.
With the
like
no
we
mustard,
from
with the
Freeway,
Philly John.
you know
Whoa!
Whoa! Pierce, that's two, bro. That's two. One more, and I'm the baby going to bed. All right. That's my G. We out here having fun. It's all good. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, the shit got too thin on me, Pierce. You know what I mean? Us old head niggas got to do what we got to do to stay fresh. Right? Jeezy got too thin on me. I chopped it. Everybody know the goatee's like a signature, Kai's signature. Shit had to go tonight. It was ratty. I didn't want y'all to look at that shit in 1080, a ratty goatee.
Right.
My shit's like Homer Simpson. That Jeezy will be back tomorrow. You feel me? I promise next week
sure?
the goatee will be back at 9 on Facebook Live.
No, hey, yo, let's take a vote.
Yeah.
Yes or no on Kazi face right now. Let's give it yes or no on Kazi facial hair. Yes or no on Kazi facial hair.
Let's have a fuckboy vote right now. Okay? Who out there has a problem with my fucking face right now? Okay? If you do, like it's up.
Like it's up.
Like it's up.
Like it's up.
Kick me. I'll take these laughs. Laughs at my expense, baby. We in the business of laughs at my fucking expense.
Oh,
Okay?
man.
There you go. All
There it
right.
is, okay.
All right. The
No
goat,
problem. I don't have
the
a
full goat will be back next week at 9. The people have spoken. Thanks, Pierce. Thanks.
Pierce been shooting shots on the whole yard. I don't even have to. He called he left out. Yo, okay, we gonna move on,
cool.
man. Oh shit.
It's cool.
The beast.
Okay, we always got Inception on set.
Yeah, we got
Inception on set. Watching yourself live, watching yourself live. Okay. All right, no, we cool. It's all good. So, human trafficking, look out for that shit. If y'all see somebody say something, I mean, if you see something, say
Is that the
something.
same thing? Like, how is that? How is this illegal? I'm talking to the lawyer.
How is it?
How is this illegal? And what I'm saying is how is this type of human trafficking illegal, but mail order brides are not?
So forced prostitution
Right.
versus someone coming over to marry someone.
What I'm
That's
saying
the
is,
difference. Putting someone in a prostitution against their will, voluntary servitude, and just
But that's the
making
same.
them have sexual relations with another person.
Okay.
Versus a mail order bride or.
But I'm saying, but that's kind of like the same thing, isn't it? I mean, because that's what you.
Oh yeah, my bad.
What you like? I mean, I don't like. I understand what you're saying, but I mean, why isn't what I'm saying is I understand why human trafficking is. Why aren't mail order brides like illegal?
The distinction is whether or not someone is doing something against their will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Like
But sometimes that might happen too. You think?
But no, it's like this. If I sign up and you're like, I'm looking for citizenship in America, then marrying somebody
Quid
here
pro quo.
is-
You're getting something for something.
Right.
You're voluntarily entering into it, even if it's against your interest. You
Okay.
know? But when someone brings you over and promises you something and then forces you into a situation, that's the
Right, okay.
distinction.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
you feel
what it
me? It's that element of it. You know what I mean? So we out here. Yep, word up. Oh, yeah, people's in the house. What's up, man? It's been a minute.
Oh, hey,
I'm great, man. Awesome. Word up. So, just be on the lookout for people. when I worked at the airline, it was one of the things that you had to look out for people in distress situations. Because
Right.
through the airlines, a lot of people, you know, if you saw a young girl or somebody with their head down coming through the airport and a man had their arm like up underneath of them, or if you could see somebody getting jerked, you know, or just, you know, you could, it's vibes, man.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know no other way to say it other than it's vibes. You can tell when somebody's in a situation that is looks like distress, you know what I mean? And
Right.
it might just be, and in that situation where they feel their life is threatened, it might just be a glance. It might just be some shit. You know what I mean? I'm being funny, but I'm being real. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because in this situation, we're talking about a phenomenon, an epidemic where like people being trafficked, sex and labor, and into our country, good old USA. And to think that like you answering an ad and then you come in here and then you end up in a fucking sex trade, that's some powerful shit. So we trying to, you know what I mean? Just be aware.
Right.
You have to be aware.
And then, fellas, what I'm gonna say is this right. You know, when you want to stop sex trafficking, stop paying for pussy.
Yeah, you know, just keep that lotion on deck like Bishop.
For real, like-
you good, you straight.
Oh no, too much.
Yo, what hand? Just let me know so I don't dap that hand.
Oh,
Just let me know.
I'm better with my right. I'm saying,
Lord,
Lord.
have mercy. Yo, can I ask Brother Pierce about something while we in the building?
yeah. What's up?
So, yo, man, for a lot of people that may not know, your father designed the African American. Yeah, can we talk about that, man?
Yeah, so my dad is an architect. He started his career. Well, he went to NC State Design School after a couple years at Hampton, and started his architecture firm, the Freelon Group, right here in Durham in 1990.
nice.
And they've actually designed a lot of stuff right here in Durham. Hillside High School, the Durham Bulls Athletic Park, the airport, RDU. And so they've got a lot of big kind of local projects. But yeah, one of the crowning achievements of his career was the Smithsonian Museum of African American History and Culture on the National Mall in D.C.
Yes.
Shield it.
I was there over the
Durham.
weekend.
Freelon.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't hear that.
Yo, actually,
Hold on, y'all didn't. No, y'all
don't
didn't hear that.
understand like how
Y'all
small the
didn't hear
world
that.
is.
Y'all didn't hear that.
Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand
Y'all
how
didn't
small
hear
the world is. Cause y'all, I'm gonna tell you this right here. My son's mother was just out there this weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, running around there. My son, yeah, that's crazy, B. She was out there, and C Minor was out there. It's a lot of people that was out
Ninth
there.
Wonder was there. I
Ninth
ran into
Wonder
him. I
was
turned the
there.
corner.
No, but listen, let me
West
tell you
Love.
how deep Durham was. So, you get to the top floor. There's a couple floors. It's Ninth Wonder. There's a beat making
Yep.
tutorial
My
that
kids
he's
love
doing
that.
up there.
It's a great video.
So then my dad obviously lives here in Durham. There were oh man, I'm gonna have to think back to the exhibits. First of all, the exhibits are absolutely
Yes.
incredible.
You're not just saying that because your dad.
I'm not saying that. They got the Parliament Funkadelics
Yes.
Mothership is in there.
Mothership.
They got Harriet Tubman shawl
Man, get
in
the
that
fuck- are you
mug.
serious?
They got
Bruh,
Chuck
like
Berry's
deadass.
Cadillac
Caddy, dude, the red candy apple red caddy. Love it.
in there,
Love
you know. But Durham was deep. I remember the other one. MK Asante, my brother-in-law, is in an exhibit, a digital exhibit, talking about being black in America. And there was I can't remember what the third or fourth one was, but there Durham was super deep in there.
Word.
And this is the black museum
Of our
of the
country.
of the country.
Right.
You know, so couldn't be prouder of my pops for having, because he worked for a company called O'Brien Atkins right here in Durham. They did not want him to leave. You know, he was vice president. They built him up. Or tried to keep him by, but he was yo, I'm starting my own company, going off on his own. So let that be a lesson. Anybody out there, if you have a passion or a dream or some hustle, he took a big pay cut to start his own business, and then he went and just completely surpassed the people who were cutting his checks. And now he's cutting checks for other people. So when I think about basically every Kwanzaa principle, self-determination, collective work and responsibility, unity, creativity, purpose, Nia, faith, all that. You know, and I've been going to Kwanzaa in Durham since the Armory was built. You know what I mean? Baba Chuck Davis come out there with his dashiki on, talking about Kwanzaa principles. But it's funny because they plant those seeds in you when you're young. Back when you're fuck is Kwanzaa,
Right.
I'm trying to holler at some Sega Genesis.
Right.
You don't get, your grandma give you an Afro pick and shit. You
Right.
but where my new cartridge at? You know, but they plant those seeds, and then over the years, as you mature and grow, I look at that work and I see, like, I hear all those lessons that I used to think were corny when I was growing up. You know, so yeah, definitely shout out to my pops.
Amen, amen. And I can't talk about your father without mentioning your mother, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like legends, you know what I mean?
Word
Your
up.
parents, and that's a blessing, man. So
a blessing.
yeah, can you know, for those of y'all that are familiar with Nina Freelon, you know what I mean? You talk about your mother and her music and everything.
Yeah, so my mom is a jazz vocalist, singer. Again, also, she came to North Carolina, well, partially because my dad was in grad school at the design school, or undergrad at NC State, but she was going to be a nurse. Like, she was at UNC's, like, nursing school. And, you know, then she had me and my siblings. I'm the youngest of three. And after I was beginning kindergarten, she was trying to decide, well, do I go back into this nursing degree? It's like nursing is still to this day a great career, you know, or do I sing? Like, singing was in her heart. It was one of her passions. And my pops, you know, was just like, yo, do what you love. Like, follow your
I'm out
passion.
here building shit. Go ahead and do what you,
You
do.
know what I
Right.
mean? Do
Yeah,
what
that's
it
what you
do.
gotta do. There it is.
So she started off, I remember she would sing at the Marriott. She would sing at the airport. She would sing at Northgate Mall, like in the lobby. You know how on the holidays they get people to sing in Sears and shit?
Right.
That was my mom.
Right.
We'd be in the corner like, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, she started real humble right here in Durham and just gradually was able to build her career. And there was a professor at North Carolina Central, Brother Yusuf Salim, and legendary jazz musician, and Billy Taylor in Greenville, who really saw something in her and were building her up. And yes, now she's a 6-time Grammy nominee. She's traveled the world.
Yeah.
She's performed at the Grammys. She's like homies with Aretha Franklin and all these other, just like, you know. And you know, that was Durham. That was like all day. Like,
Can you say that again?
that was
That was
Durham.
Durham.
That was Durham.
Bull City, baby.
Bull City.
100%.
Yeah. So I it's funny because I think a lot about for artists, you know, coming up in a place like Durham, you might think like, oh man, I need to go to New York, or I need to go to Atlanta, I need to go to Los Angeles, a place where there's a bigger scene and more popping. But there are just too many examples of people who made it work, like right here.
Yes.
You know,
And it's still coming out, man.
Yeah.
And guess what? To segue, big stuff that's coming out of Durham.
Yeah.
Not only got Pierce.
Yeah.
Next week, we got the boy Jay Gunn.
Oh
Hey, Gunner.
We got Gunner out there. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
an
we
eagle
will
right
we
there.
will be at
Yes.
Bull City Cigar Company right there.
Yeah,
So
we're
yo,
gonna be Bull City Cigars next
Bull
week.
City Cigars next
Stogie-
week.
Stogie
Stogie it up. So
It's gonna be dope.
So come on through.
Yeah.
Again, like we invited y'all to come out to Black Space to look at the
Gunner on the show next
Gunner's
week.
on the show next week. I just, you know what I'm saying? Yo, so that's what we're going to do, yo.
Oh, we doing with intelligently ratchet. We ain't playing around.
We're not
on
playing
that.
around with y'all, man, this shit.
Okay.
Yo, also, since we getting, and I'm going to say this right here. If you need a sponsorship for Intelligent Ratchet, please inbox me, myself, Kazi.
Well, we got the email.
We got the email.
Yeah, producer,
Intelligently Ratchet.
Put the email.
Put
We
the
got
email
we got a
up there.
Gmail up. You know what I'm saying? So you know, hit the Gmail
It's Intelligently Ratchet.
or hit the page.
Or hit the page, intelligentratchet@gmail.com. Like I said, yo, we getting a lot of views. A lot of stuff is popping off, man. So, you know what I mean? We would love your sponsorship so we could keep things coming out. So we could get more beard oil and more outfits.
Beard gang.
Yeah. Hashtag beard gang.
Maybe we can
Hashtag beard no mustache.
Mustache gang.
You know what I mean?
Yo, we need to start a GoFundMe to get Kazi mustache. Somebody
Go fund me for my mustache. Who got the mustache oil?
Who got the mustache oils? Disrespecting the mustache.
You know what I'm saying? We need the mustache oils. It can't just be a beard thing. Yo, Damien, Brody, where you at, bro?
What up, Brody?
I need my own line. The hell with Bishop. I need my own line. We gonna flex with this mustache oil.
Kazi, go ahead and say what you said that you was gonna say to the people that always come through for the sponsorship and stuff like that.
What was I gonna say?
About, you know what I'm saying, about, well, Kazi's hated on me last week.
I said the Bishop bullies motherfuckers into being sponsored.
Yo, I don't bully
He
you.
take the product from him and it's like, yo, son, you're gonna be a sponsor. And then he comes on the air and it's like, yo, I jacked homie for this bottle.
I will jack you for your spot. Yo,
if
it's
you
not
wear sneakers, Bishop gonna snatch the sneakers out your hand and be like, yo, son, you a sponsor.
right. So yeah,
Oh, is
you
that
on
not
now.
what I
You
said?
on? Yeah, that's. But you said no more free stuff for Bishop Omega.
Yo,
doesn't
Bishop
want-
gets all the free
I
shit.
do get all the free
and I gotta allow 6 to 8 weeks for my shit. How that work?
But you got more fans than I do.
But that ain't how it worked though. But
Like, if
I don't-
y'all like
but
Kazi-
I don't trip off of that.
But
though.
I'm saying,
That's-
sorry, if y'all like Kazi more than you like me, like it up right now, because y'all, he's America's darling.
Shut the fuck up, man. America's sweetheart.
Richlands, darling.
Buttercup. Your black buttercup. You know what I mean?
They love him.
Your black
They
buttercup.
love him. Well,
Your damn rapping Wayne Brady out
Oh
there.
my God.
Here we go. You know, we out here.
damn it, yo! I would never call you a rapper.
Fontico Hall, not Arsenio. Fontico Hall. Ah, yes. Finger not quite as long.
Oh shit! What's the next subject?
But yo, we out here.
We in black
Black
space, man.
space, baby.
Did the ceiling, built the bookcase. This room in the back here is gonna be like an audio booth where we do recordings and stuff like that. We got
Dope.
you know, a couple things left to do, but I do want to say, I just want to show y'all real quick.
Yeah, please do.
That's Pete Rock.
This happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pete Rock was here 2 weeks ago when he came through for Black Wall Street. And my homie K Hill just came by to drop this picture off today from that wonderful experience. But that's right now. That's what we're doing. We have like a weekly kind of writing and poetry group for high school students who want to come through and be a part of our open mic or not open mic, poetry slam. And we did it. We did our first one 2 weeks ago at BU Cafe. It was completely packed, like standing room only, no seats available for young poets, mostly black women. Right there at BU Cafe. But anyway, we do our writing group every Thursday. We do our poetry slam second Tuesdays.
Okay.
And starting next semester in January, we're going to add beat making and videography programs that'll be weekly. And we're working on our website. So, like, we're still, Black Space is new. This is, you know, so if you haven't heard of us, not surprising, but you know, if you know someone in high school, young brother, sister who's interested in art, who's interested in technology, who's interested in black liberation, it's completely 100% free. You know, and we in here trying to get free too.
That's what's up, man. You see that? See that? Set free for the free.
I'm a rapper. I rap.
And
Use his
talking about
words.
Get Free Dead Prez in Durham at the Pinhook on November 16th.
Yes.
Say it again.
Dead Prez in Durham at the Pinhook on a Wednesday, November 16th. And 2 days before that, Bilal is at Motorco, I believe, November 14th.
Want to be like Moses,
Oh.
round up my people,
Oh.
move out the ghetto, and live a better life. Sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes.
But that's dope. So yeah.
So we gotta go against their prayers.
Let me play. Well, hold on. So yeah, that is a Wednesday.
Oh.
But I'm gonna
Broadcasting live
be
from the Pinhook.
at the 506 with Cool Keith on the day before that, November the 15th. DC, holla at your boy. I'm gonna be at U Street Music Hall with Cool Keith on
Nice.
November the whatever that Sunday is, the 13th.
Word up! I need to be.
So we out here. I'm working on the new shit, y'all. You know what I mean? I'm still rapping. Don't forget about me just yet.
Don't
But
forget about Kazi. Kazi
Nah,
can
nah.
bar you up.
I rap a little bit when I'm focused.
Bar
know what I
you
mean?
up.
So
when you're not being ratchet.
yeah, y'all know what it is. But yo,
Yo, my forehead look mad.
let's
shiny,
get back.
though, man.
It is,
man,
motherfucker.
look at
You
that
didn't
shit.
know that? You didn't know that? That shit's a satellite in my
I got that
eye.
people pricing shit
Like
going on right now.
Sing it,
in the
Kazi.
sky.
Sing it.
I wonder. All right. So, yo, we going on the next subject right here.
That nigga said Black Elk was in Black Committee.
You know it.
I hate you. I hate you,
He
Keon.
ain't nothing but a hound
Yeah,
dog. You know
Right
what I'm saying?
All right.
But yeah, enough about that.
Enough about my
You
forehead.
know what I mean? It's Black Elvis and Black Wolverine. We the Avengers.
We are the Avengers.
We the Wonder Twins.
right.
Form of a water bucket.
Oh man.
All right, so yo, let's talk about this, yo. Hashtag blacks, the number 4, and then Trump.
Ooh-wee.
Search this hashtag next time you get on Twitter,
Yes.
okay?
Please do.
Blacks for Trump. This is a phenomenon. Started Donald Trump made an appearance. And it happened about 2 weeks ago. Was the first time that people saw people holding up poster boards that said "Blacks for Trump." And
this cannot be life, Jesus.
And but this is what I'm saying. There's actually a Blacks for Trump Twitter account. All right.
Oh man.
There's more than 2,000 followers. Okay, and it features a lot of black-themed Trump supporters and a description that purports to claim that African American conservatives can be Trump supporters. Okay.
African American. Listen. Can I say this? Can I say this?
Yeah, please.
I want to
speak.
say this right here.
Mm-hmm. Search it for yourself.
Why?
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 Why? But no. Okay, and this goes into it's. I can't see because Donald Trump insults as black people. He doesn't. I don't know if he doesn't know it, but you can tell he insults our intelligence. I was listening to a streaming radio station because they're not paying us, so I'm not going to say who they are. I said it earlier on. But listen, it was an ad, and it said 1 in 3 abortions are black people. Hillary Clinton supports abortions. Hillary Clinton wants to kill our babies.
Right.
That's how the stat went up. I'm not making this. I cannot make this up.
If A, then B. If B, then C.
Right.
And C equals
also
A.
Said if Ben Carson trusts Donald Trump, if Ben Carson votes for Donald Trump, we can trust him too.
Right.
What the fuck? Ben Carson doesn't even acknowledge the fact that he was fucking running for president. What kind of bullshit is that?
But you guys, I really enjoy all of this Trump stuff because
I enjoy Trump.
Like
I laugh.
He's really funny to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I look at him, I'm like, oh my god, is he serious?
No.
You know what?
No.
It's disturbing
It's
his name
seriously
appeared on the ballots.
Hold on.
We were like,
Now,
Donald J. Trump.
Is this serious?
yo, so what? Yeah, because I
not
didn't.
a joke.
We talked about this last week, and we didn't have any women in the house, but we do now. We have 3 queens
we did.
in the
We have-
house. So
we- yeah,
how did the grab them by the pussy comments make y'all feel?
I feel
start-
like we spoke on that. Did we speak on that last time?
Yo, I'm speaking on it, but like now because since then it's been like a week, right? It's
been a week.
I've seen 8 more women
There's
come
so many
out.
people coming out and saying, "Yo, he grabbing my pussy."
You know, I've seen. He was a.
Trump is the embodiment of white male privilege,
Privilege,
but the
yes.
old Ron Jeremy white male. So he's not even getting pussy because it's attractive. You getting pussy because you're rich and he has a certain way that he disregards because he has money and money opens doors, for him. He treats people kind of like their chattel, like $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase.
Right.
Everybody has a price. And he's just throwing cash.
Can I ask you guys?
I
I had a question though. Like how much money? I'm just saying a number, and this is Ratchet here. I want y'all to put this in Ratchet here. How much money do you think you have to have to be able to have the power? That's the Donald Trump sniper. The Donald Trump sniper. Donald Trump sniper always killed him.
Yeah.
But how much money do you think you have to make gross in an annual fiscal year to be able to have the power to grab a pussy? Just randomly like, hey, why did you grab my pussy, Bishop Omega? I make $1 billion. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Forbes estimates that Trump worth $3 billion, 3.8 actually, 3.8.
It's not surprising to me that he said that.
But I'm saying I want the number.
But it's not presidential. If President Obama had said that in a clip, it would be played over
But
and
how
over.
much-
He
but
never
how-
would have been president with
Grabbing the
history
pussy.
like
Yes.
that, with comments like that, with a lot of things that have come out recently.
Turkey meat.
But there's a double standard. So
But I still want to know what's the number. Will you feel as though that you have the power to go out there and grab pussies? Like put yourself
there
in.
should be no number.
There
right?
shouldn't be a
Right,
number.
there should not
But
be a
I'm
number.
saying for you to be like, hey,
Nobody should feel like that.
You can
That
just
you're
grab-
entitled to assault someone.
because you
Just
got
because-
you. How
no
much,
one should feel like
like
that.
where
No one
does
should
your
feel like
where,
that.
that's why I say I'll go to this analogy. A dollar can't stop a jab. But how much money do you think? But like, you know what? I won't get jabbed for this because I make this much money. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is it?
Oh my
Maybe
God.
I don't know. Maybe he feels like he can pay anyone off.
Right,
Right,
that's what
He's
I'm
not
saying.
receptive to
He's
that.
not even how
That's
much money you
supposition.
make.
Right.
That's
It's how
supposition
much
on my
money
part.
you
Purely.
have.
Right.
Like that is to me like kind of a wealthy premise. Like,
Right, like,
where
I have
it's not
this
even
amount of
just
money.
how much money
But
you
it's
have,
just
you
wrapped
got
up in
property,
privilege.
you're like diversified, and I mean you
feel as though you
got
understand.
lawyers and people who are connected. I'm sorry, baby, but you know that sometimes there are people around those kind of people who protect them and kind of
Insulated, right?
Absolutely.
help to propagate you know
Absolutely.
that privilege, which then also to the other side leads to that fragility. You know, people talk
Absolutely.
about white privilege. There's also this notion of white fragility where their egos can be so fragile that like, oh, how dare you not bow down to, you know, my all-encompassing just
Money.
privilege.
You're
Absolutely.
a nasty
Exactly.
woman.
Absolutely.
Right. You're a nasty
Well,
woman.
it's no different than the young man that was the Stanford rapist, that Stanford rapist case, where the young, when the young woman was unconscious and he went to Stanford and so did the judge, and they felt like it was a harsh sentence, so they didn't want him to have a harsh sentence. Like, so
Because jail would not have been good for him.
would not have been good for a person.
Jail is not
Yes.
good for anybody.
Right.
That's the reason. That's the reason why you go to jail, because it's not a good place to be.
So, but privilege, privilege
Come
is
on,
what
boy.
got him
Talk on
out of
Mhm.
prison, incarceration.
it.
Which is
don't
why
forget-
he's not serving a sentence
Don't forget
today.
old boy affluenza.
Oh, affluenza.
Yeah.
Oh, they just made up a whole new word. They just like,
They
you know
made up a whole new word, and his affluenza still came back and got him because he got arrested in Mexico with his mom. You know, trying to.
On the
Yeah,
run.
they
and
caught him
went to
drinking.
jail
They caught him on
anyway.
camera drinking at a party, and then he tried to run.
We're gonna talk about
That's too much.
affluences that he, what was it? He didn't know no better because he was rich, and him being
Yeah,
locked up would ruin
Because
his
he was
life.
insulated.
What about poor fluid?
Because he was
Yeah,
he was
word.
too rich.
Black
he was too
fluenza.
rich, so they couldn't.
All
He
the other
didn't
fluenzas.
understand.
Well, guess what?
Right.
That kind of like what y'all said. I was too poor to understand what I was doing. Like every drug dealer right now, every drug dealer right now that's been locked up for drugs, for every gang member and everything like that, we were too poor.
What?
I grew up too poor
Right,
to really realize what my actions were.
right.
Let them out. There it is. Affluenza the reverse. Can we do it like Portland? You said Portland Windsor? We
It'll
do it
never be.
Portland Windsor.
It'll never been.
What y'all eating over there?
Yo,
Oh.
what are we eating, Bishop?
Oh my
You know what?
goodness.
Delicious.
Y'all don't know?
Fucking smell amazing.
You don't know? Yo, Nadi came through with the patties. What's in the patties, Nadi?
We did turkey meat because everybody's like, I don't eat pork.
I eat
beef."
pork.
So everybody eats
I
turkey.
eat pork. and I eat beef.
I still eat swine,
Ah,
Nadi.
boy.
I love swine.
Well, I don't make pork patties, so.
Okay. What's all right, but these are banging though.
It's good.
We gonna
I know she better not eat no
I just
pork.
gonna have dinner right here, huh?
She just too. No, the reason why,
Guys,
if
get right here.
look, for real, if Nadi would have said these was
Yeah,
pork,
what
I
you
would have
put
threw this at you, because she's got Black History Month tattoos and shit.
She's always been woke.
She got,
real.
I got woke
Yeah, she got
tattoos.
woke.
Africa.
I was gonna
You
say
got
the Great
African in
Hall.
there?
Yeah.
I was gonna say the Great Hall. She was in the Black Student Movement.
Yes,
That's
yes.
She was in the Black Cultural Center.
Yes.
Yo, let me say it
But-
right here.
Yes.
But
Always woke.
Naughty
I say
got
this,
Naughty got
but she always also been always intelligently right.
Yes.
You feel me?
Ratchet
Which
tears.
means-
You feel me?
Which
That's
means,
why I love her.
which means this Naughty probably has a tramp stamp, but it's in Swahili.
Do you?
He got a Swahili tramp stamp. It's crazy.
I got some strawberries on
You
it.
said it on TV.
Terrible.
You can't say it on TV.
Terrible.
You can't say it on TV.
Oh shit! You learn
I'm just
something
here for a
new.
beef patty.
Hey,
I'm
love
just
is
here for
love.
beef patties.
Get it how you live. Get it how you live.
Oh,
I ain't
dude.
mad at you, Naughty. These beef patties is banging.
Oh man, that's bad. These turkey patties.
Cookie patties,
Yeah, turkey patty.
Turkey patties.
Toyo. No.
all all banging.
We approaching
Not
40,
the chicken
we gotta
bed.
keep cholesterol down.
Who? Promotion where? I don't know nothing about that number you just said. Okay, listen.
Nowhere near
I'm gonna
that.
get another
What's
one.
wrong with you?
Nowhere near that.
I'll be 40 in February, so you can start.
You look
sending-
amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Naughty's gonna be 40 in
I'll be
February.
February
Right.
in September.
Yes.
You're 40. Turn up.
Black don't crack.
Damn,
Listen.
Kathy's killing him.
I'm going in.
Go.
I'm going in.
Go.
This is my
But look.
Me
third
and
or
Gazi,
fourth.
me and Gazi still in our early 30s.
Kazi
I'm
turned
gonna
the
go ahead and
appetizer
put
into
one.
an entree.
You got me.
Entree tonight.
You got me.
Turkey
Oh, you got
patties.
me. You got me.
They look at this. She like,
So yo,
I'm good. No, thank you.
you gotta hit the gym tomorrow.
Subject. I went to the Souls to the Polls, the early voter rally this past Sunday, out in Raleigh at Chavis Park downtown. Shouts out DJ Sin City that was on the show last week. You know what I mean, for inviting me out there. And I was supposed to perform, right?
Yeah.
So I was
I
hyped.
was stooped up, you got an outfit on and everything.
Me and Major Gleamer was on deck to perform. You know what I mean? I had Menudo with me. I had the Four Tops and the Temptations all rolled up in one. Bird and the Midnight Falcons. It was a killer bill. It was going down. You know what I mean? But when I got there, you know, it was cool. You see Secret Service come in, and my man Sim was like, "Yo, man, the rumor was Hillary was gonna be out here." I was like, "Yeah, right." Shit, about 10, 15 minutes later, you see the police come block off the road, and shit, right after that, Hillary pulled up right to the ballpark where we was at, the ball field, out at Chavis Park. So, it was pretty dope. She came out, just kind of met with the people, took some pictures for about like 20, 30 minutes, and it was real dope, you know what I mean, for her to stop. She was at Shaw, so she just came a couple blocks over, if you know where Chavis is, in respect to Shaw University. She just came down the street and hopped out, and
Ran up
just,
on her.
and that
She
was
stopped
it.
in Durham on Sunday morning at a church.
Really?
Yeah, she was at Union Baptist.
So she was making the rounds. You said she was where? She was
Union Baptist Church in Durham on Saturday morning.
Right.
So people were surprised.
Yeah, she was in the hood. She was.
So you know
she came
what I'm saying. Hold
City.
on.
Like, cause
If she was near
Obama didn't come to Chavis. Yeah, Obama didn't even come to Chavis.
What I'm saying is this right here. Y'all got to understand the gangster of Hillary.
Yeah,
Hillary will roll up on your ass.
Right.
Like word,
Pull up.
Hillary will pull up on you. Like yo, Hillary. Like yo, if you see, like look at these candidates. Hillary like yo. I think, yo, pull over, yo.
Right, yeah, yo.
Like she like, hey,
Bust this left.
yo,
Bust this
you
left.
see, remember that scene on Above the Rim when the dude was like, yo, pull over.
Pull over right here.
Pull over right here.
Granddaddy used
You know what I'm
to
saying?
do. Granddaddy used to do with the no power steering joint.
Right,
You
yeah.
gotta crank it.
No, pull up.
Crank it.
Yeah. It's real.
You at 225.
Yo,
So, yeah, she did pull up though. You know what I mean? She pulled up.
yep.
So it was dope though. But long story short,
Chavis.
I ain't performed. Yeah, I ain't performed.
The Richlands,
With a C. Chavis. My bad. She banged.
Chavis, dude.
She bagging on my pronunciation.
She said Chavis.
Richlands accent.
Hey, I'm saying Chavis.
Oh shit.
Huh? Y'all? I ain't gonna get
Oh,
on my
man,
country
that's
swag. Yeah, I ain't been home lately, so well. Anyway. Shouts out to the town of Perfect Water. I love y'all. Y'all know what it is. We out here. Clinton, don't you try to flex on me.
Southeast.
You right down the road.
We represent. I own
That's
it.
right.
I own it.
There you go. You know.
And this is normally the time when bitch will make a shits on small towns, but I'm not.
Because you're from the inner city.
Because you are from the cesspool known as
Inner
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
inner
right.
city?
Hold on. I'm absolutely from the inner city, and I'm saying row houses and all that stuff. My neighborhood is bad as shit. But no. I was born.
Oh.
I was born in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And my peoples are from a
I knew
small
I fucked
town.
with you.
Oh yeah, Lawrenceville.
Oh,
Lawrenceville. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know about South Hill and all that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where my people's from. So,
Nice.
but again.
know
I know what small town life is. That's why I shit on y'all every time I get a chick.
Why do you do that?
Because I'm a jealous person.
But you know what's funny? I always bump into people from small towns doing immaculate shit.
Yeah.
Because
That's why
the dream is big. Like, and
See
you wanna
what
leave
it
and go
is.
get
That's
it.
why I
Live
fuck
without
with
limits.
y'all.
We live without
If
limits.
this
No
right
limit
here,
soldiers.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all try harder than us in a big city, and I'm smart enough
That's
to just
real.
like, yo,
That's real.
let's
We
get
see it
friends with
different.
you,
Yeah, we see it
and
different.
then we'll walk right in the door with you. See, that's why I'm lazy.
We had a community behind us, though. I
Yes.
feel like,
Yeah,
like
we
something
start
missing today.
we start with
Like
the
my kids, they
foundation.
can't go too far down the street because I don't know them.
Mm-hmm.
But you could just roam down in the country. You could
Right.
just roam, and people saw you. They would tell your
down my
mom.
road.
Someone pulled up at my house to tell my mom I was misbehaving. I didn't misbehave often though, but
That's you feel.
Right,
I mean,
Mom?
these are things.
You
These
are
are things
lying.
that are like no real
Major
talk.
key.
That stuff that's missing though. That stuff that's
Right.
missing like from
Like
these
yo,
days.
I believe yo. I'm from the place where you can whip your own. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kid. My pop used to tell my friends this right here. He would walk. He would do this right here. He would do literally before I had company over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? My pop would die for your kids. Like you know what I'm saying, like he'll go to war with your kids. If your kids is in his house, a bear come through, they jump on your baby, and I'm safe. He gonna fight the bear off your baby. But he would go down and be like, listen, hey, my name is David. You know what I'm saying? Your son is playing with my son. I'm gonna make sure your kid is safe. I'm gonna feed them. You know what I'm saying? If they need to be bathed, they'll be bathed and everything like that. But I'm also gonna whip their ass. If you have a problem with that, then they can't come to my house.
That's right.
So that's what it is. And you know what I'm saying? And that's
Can't
what I'm saying.
I think
Don't
tell me about my child.
And guess what? But I think we need more. I think we need more
Your
parents
rights.
like that to be like,
Your
yo,
rights.
like, hey, I'm gonna take care of them. I'm gonna love your kid if you want. You know what I'm saying? You need to go somewhere, something like that. You understand that you can send your kid down the block and just be in front of my house or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure I keep an eye on them. I'll make sure, you know what I'm saying, to keep it in the community. That's what we're missing and stuff like that.
I'm the neighborhood mom. Like, you know, it's a small neighborhood, a lot of kids, but I noticed a lot of parents like aren't outside. But you need to know, you know,
Who your
not the
kids
same-
play with.
right? Who they're playing with,
Absolutely.
but where are they playing? You
Right.
know, out in the woods. It's not just they don't play in the woods now because of clowns.
Clowns.
But you know, it's snakes in the woods
Yo,
and stuff
clowns.
like that. You can't just set it and forget it. So I do all the hood stuff. I bring out the double dutch and we play four square.
No!
Yes!
Yo,
Yes!
Hold on. I want,
Still, I
guys,
cannot double dutch.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Shout out to all my girls with heavy chests and you have to double dutch like this.
No, it was like this. Yeah.
You had to double dutch like that.
Yo.
I know y'all. I remember your struggle, baby. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
When you used to
You had
have
to
these,
double
the
dutch like
phone cords
Yo.
to double dutch.
right.
No, I never saw
And-
that.
Yes.
And with that being said, that's a perfect segue into this October being Breast Cancer Awareness
Breast cancer
Month.
awareness. Save the tatas.
Really?
Save the tatas. I mean, it's
Really?
You see how that segue? You see how it slid into that like Jackie Robinson in the home? It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right? So, you know, and on that note, for real, promote awareness. I had a pink ribbon on the day. I just took it off. I should have.
I'm surprised when you got like a pink jumpsuit or some cheap.
There's only the month's almost over. That's why I'm saying like take this last week and a half to make sure you support a local cause. You know
real.
what I'm saying? Because if you save the tatas,
Save
bro,
the
you gotta
tatas.
appreciate them.
If you-
men
if you-
and women that
really,
appreciate them,
we
you know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
your
Like, come on,
tatas.
it is bigger than that. It's a life, right? Like
Right.
we're removing the cancer from the situation. Shouts out to Erin Acosta I work with. She's a survivor. Shouts out Jessica Bowles. I know she said she's a 2-time survivor. I talked to her
Okay, Mama.
today. You know what I mean? So yeah, shouts out Connor if you're watching out there tonight. But yeah, I just want to shout everybody out that is a survivor out there or that's fighting that fight as well. So October is that month. You know what I mean? So
There it is.
Yep. So it's bigger than Bishop's boobies bouncing around. You know what I mean? We wanna,
But we want to keep those boobies.
But but that's not. Yeah, it's not saying that's a bad
Boobies.
thing.
It's not a bad
Scientific
thing.
term.
Right. The scientific term. You know what I mean?
Boobies. Listen, hold on. I can appreciate, like, for real, breast. Yo,
Yeah, what's up?
I want to say this right here. If you can't
Alright.
appreciate a good set of boobies, then it's
I
just
can't rock with you.
You
I
can't
can't
rock
either.
with you.
No,
Like
we're not
really,
cool.
like really. That's like for real.
We ain't cool.
Pray the titties.
No.
Everybody likes breasts.
We ain't cool.
I don't.
No.
No.
Oh.
No, because everyone thinks you're flirting. I can't wear V-necks to work because then you think it's inappropriate.
showing them.
All my button-ups peak right here.
Right.
So it's just an inconvenience.
I
Yeah.
mean, they don't have
You know
to
what,
say how
Tippin?
they are.
Okay, listen.
No, they
Blessings
don't.
on
You know-
blessings on blessings.
Push-ups.
Okay. What?
Shout out to my mom, man, because she.
Oh, Lord.
Your mom's on and you
My
up here
mom's
talking
on.
about titties.
Hey, we are talking about titties.
You
my
hear
mom.
your son?
Bless
your
you,
son?
Mrs.
Yeah.
She knows who she's
Mrs.
dealing
Bishop.
with.
Miss Cindy, we love you.
Yeah.
Bless you. Bless you.
That's my mama. All right, thank you. Thanks, mom.
Lord have mercy.
The equivalent, she equivalently does the same thing. Like, you know how your mom used to give you a kiss
Yeah.
in front of the school?
Yeah.
That's what she does in my comments all the time. I love her.
My
Shout
mom
out to
stays
Mom.
prowling.
That's so
My mom's
sweet.
here.
Yeah, she's awesome. man.
Prowlers.
Oh, man.
So yo, let me talk about this real quick.
Okay.
And then let's do a what would you do with Anitra?
Let's go and do
That would
that.
be
No.
fun.
Oh.
I'm just here for the turkey pound.
Oh, shit.
We are voting.
Pierce
I'm
had to
here.
step out for a minute,
I'm
y'all. So
PG.
Anitra, what would you do is gonna be you
It's gonna
tonight.
be
Just
you
get
tonight.
ready.
Please.
I'm gonna give you a minute to gather yourself
Oh
while we
my
talk
God.
about this next
Let's talk about
subject.
this.
All right. So, homie from the New York Giants, right?
Who,
I
which
don't know
one?
if y'all saw that. The kicker.
Oh,
Oh, the wife beater?
The wife beater, man. Just I hate to, but I mean, I guess they call a spade a spade. He was just
That's racist.
released from. Is that? But he's white.
I'm saying
He's a
the
kicker.
Spade is the term. Spade is spade. Is,
Well, damn it, we about to run a Boston. All right.
all right,
A
let's
spade,
get a spade is spade.
The kicker from
New York Giants.
Giants.
Mhm.
Okay. Just was released. I want to say today. Y'all think he got released today?
Okay.
Was it today or yesterday?
Oh, he got released from the team?
Yeah, they finally let him go. Because what was going on, and that's why I'm bringing it up, because where I'm headed was there was a double standard that was, it seemed, it couldn't have gone on much longer like this, because the accusations and actually the accounts of his wife were that, and his own admission, he was treating his wife like a slave. That's what he said.
Wow.
He said he was treating
In his journal.
Yeah.
It's like, I abused my wife.
Yeah.
Multiple times. When the sheriff's office in wherever near Seattle finally released the records, it had multiple incidents.
Ray Rice is rolling over in his grave now.
And this is where I'm getting at,
dead.
right? This is what I get to.
Alive and well.
Don't kill a man off.
Yeah, because we're not trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, downplay what happened in the Ray Rice situation, you know what I mean? But, you know, when your wife, and this has always been my thing, like, when it gets to the point where your wife and you put it behind you, right?
Right.
And then it resurfaces, and there's no telling what y'all had to go through to get to back where y'all were good and moved past it. And then it became like a public, you know what I mean? A
situation,
a public outrage, a public situation. The way the NFL went about handling it was making Ray Rice the poster boy for domestic violence.
He was.
Right? And, and you know, I'm not going to argue against that, you know, the actions and the message they took, right? But what we're saying in this situation is kind of they pussyfooted around it. He got suspended with pay, right?
Like Ray Rice, lost like his contract endorsement.
He got thrown into like that shit that they threw General Zod and the two people with.
Right.
They threw Ray Rice in that shit. Like,
but let me ask you this,
though. Reach of the universe.
But we also,
but no team. He's eligible. He's a free agent now,
right?
And no one will sign him.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So,
can I say this though?
Speak on it.
Is it the reason why Ray Rice was so polarized? Is because he was Ray Rice and this guy is a kicker? Because no one really, like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? If you talk about the NFL as a business, you know what I'm saying? It's like this. What my CEO does, I really look at it in a magnifying glass. What, you know what I'm saying? What the janitor does, I really don't care about. You know what I'm saying? So if the CEO smacks his wife around, which is, we'll say Ray Rice, because he's a bigger draw. He got jersey sales. Right. No one's buying the kicker's jerseys.
Yeah, I mean, but you can't afford.
But he's not good.
Right. It's a team sport. Right. You can't.
But
fair is fair.
But no. What I'm saying is right here.
They
but
might
we talking about a league that is not built. Like if anybody looked at the NFL and said fairness, that is something that's not the NFL. You know what I mean? So, but it's like this: certain things people could get away with. You know, it's certain things. You know what I mean? Trouble you can do as a well-known wide receiver than you can't do as a cornerback that's coming off the bench.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so you
if it had been
Cameron
Newton.
Oh yeah, Cameron Newton would have been drug him through the mud.
Yeah.
Why? Because and it's like this because he's under a microscope. He's so big.
Right. Not the video footage of Ray Rice. They didn't have any video footage. Yeah, they had these affidavits and they had his journal.
But
that was, you know, it was thrown out there, and the media just kind of like put him on blast, put Ray Rice on blast, and they couldn't look away because I guess what had been handed down prior to the video footage being released was equivalent to a slap on the hand with Ray Rice. But once that came out, then
it was like
they went from 0 to 100 really.
And then, what the NFL did, they went back through and did it again. Like I said, it was like, okay, they did the same thing that they did with old boy, with the kicker. Okay, we're gonna sweep it under the rug. But then it got too big for him. The bear got out of the cage at that point. Then now we have to fix it because we're the NFL. We're not supposed to, you know, now we have to fix it to fix our image.
Right.
So that's the only reason why they suspended old boy because it got out.
It got too hot out
here. Rules need to be applied equally for everyone.
Agreed.
For everyone. Agreed. If you're gonna find someone, or you hand down some punishment for somebody dabbing.
Right.
I mean, when someone actually abuses their spouse,
you
need to call attention to it and distribute whatever punishment that you're
fire them.
Agreed.
Yes.
Fire them.
Everybody. Doesn't matter the position. Quarterback down to kicker.
Right. Can I say a couple things about it too as well? Okay. People still hate Kaepernick more for getting down on the knee and protesting the national anthem.
They sick as shit to Kaepernick.
Listen what I'm saying. People still would hate Kaepernick more than they would hate a kicker treating his wife like a slave.
Right.
And that's number one. I'm gonna say that. Number two, NFL I grew up thinking the NFL was holy, like the highest standard of rules in any government sports affiliated organization. I thought the NFL, I thought that shield was like harder than the American flag. I thought
they really
there
had
was
any rules.
that there was no no corruption.
Yeah,
I thought it was the only pure thing.
Yeah.
It was easier. It was easier to control.
And now I'm grown, and now I'm like, yo, the NFL is the most like foul, fucked up. Like,
It's political.
It's starting to make me not want to watch it.
Right.
Okay.
No.
You can't even touch time. Like, there's certain elements of the game that I don't know what's a listen. I love football.
Celebration.
I don't know what a catch is anymore.
Right.
At this age, I don't know what a catch is anymore. Like. The definition of it, I have to catch it, I have to hold it, I have to take 2 steps, make a football move. If I fall,
what is a football
and
move?
slide all the way to the snack bar, I gotta hold the ball. The ball cannot move.
Right.
Like, it's fucked up. Offense can bully you. Defense, I can't touch you. Like,
CTE, concussions.
Yeah.
Like, I have boys. I don't want to go anywhere
how
near
you celebrate
football.
your
And I'm a big
touchdown.
football fan.
Right.
I don't
I'm a
want
huge
to
football
see.
fan.
Antonio Brown got up and did the.
Whoa,
You know what I mean?
First of all,
Like,
stop that. Stop that.
Do that again.
Hold on. Antonio Brown got up and did the.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, flag on the play. He gave you 2
15
pumps
yards.
too many.
Yeah.
He gave you too many
15-yard penalty.
He twerked.
Yeah.
First of all, sir, your first, listen, what I'm saying. Antonio Brown, he should have been fined. He should have been out of the league.
Check out the Key.
First of all, you got yellow pants
I'm
on.
gonna post the Key and Peele skit about the pumps though. I'm gonna post the Key and
You,
Peele.
oh my goodness. Oh man, let me get some more of that. Thank you, baby.
Choking?
I'm out here, man, because I'm passionate.
Are you dying live on air?
I think a little bit of my beard got in my mouth. But listen, but what I'm saying is this right here. First of all, the reason why, first of all, you're a grown man, you twerk. Your pants, you got tight pants on and they're
That
yellow.
ain't cute.
You cannot twerk in yellow tight pants
No.
as a grown man.
No.
You should have been fined, and
Yes.
that's what it is.
Yes.
You don't
Steelers
twerk on
Nation.
TV.
Steelers
Yes.
Nation.
What are we talking about here?
That's why they lost. That's why they lost so bad. Can I get one of those patties, please? Thanks,
We
man.
back to the turkey patties.
I'm back on the pad.
You could have just handed it to me.
But yo, I'm just saying that because I hold it to a higher standard. You know what I mean? I really hope that the league gets back on track because this has been a not fun year watching football for me. I'm starting to, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been watching my whole life.
That's what happened to me during the Ray Rice thing. Ray Rice ruined football for me.
Yeah.
'Cause I was fresh off a fantasy win. I
Right.
won the pot. I won like $300. Yeah, couldn't do it.
And then yeah. So
But no, I say, yo, as corrupt as the game of football is and every other
It's still-
sports league and everything like that, it's still entertainment.
yeah,
It's the same thing. It's mob rule. We are a
Vegas, baby.
We are a Roman society, and you know what I'm saying, and that's what it is. And we don't have anybody fucking we can't feed Christians and lions anymore.
Right.
So we might as well get, you know what I'm saying, people to come out
Line
and
up
play.
our best bucks.
Line up our best bucks and run their heads into each other.
And I love it, and I'm here for it.
And
No
I'm
matter
here for
what
that.
they
I
say,
love
they
it.
become role models for kids. I mean,
I
I
love
watched
it.
The Answer last night, and I was just trying to process everything he was thinking when he was kind of growing up. I mean, he was a kid, basically. One day you're in college. When you were a sophomore in college, I remember I walked by the suite when you guys were blasting music and rapping while I was going to class. Imagine the next day you're a multimillionaire and you're expected to act a certain way.
Right.
I mean, there's no preparation for that in my mind. I've
And-
never had that experience,
Right.
but
Right, but that's real.
but I mean, but still, people are holding you to a higher standard.
That's why to me college was as much about growth as a person, like a human, as it was about taking my ass to class. You know what I mean? Like it's like how much you grow as an individual between the time you leave high school and leave your parents' house for the first time. And then you got to exist like on your own, bills with your name on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like,
But then also college is a little bit more protected too than my whole life experience
That's
too.
true.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you know what I mean, you do have that protection. And I'm talking about like leaving the crib. You know what I'm saying? You leave the crib at 19, get your own apartment at 19, and I came in. My house looked like Black Space looks. It was a pallet on the floor,
Right.
no furniture.
Right.
I had a
Television.
TV. I had a TV
Right.
and a PlayStation.
Right.
No couches.
No.
No nothing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the
My-
PlayStation though.
my shit, you know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is this right here, I rock that way. Billy, like ask Billy. Billy, shout out to Billy Smith. Is Billy Smith on there? Billy Smith was the first
spot over off Garrett.
Right, off of Garrett.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Billy Smith was the
Right
first
there
dude to
behind
give me.
Daryl's.
You stayed in the apartment behind Daryl's.
Yeah, I did. Sure did.
That complex behind Daryl's, that's how Bishop lived.
That's where I live.
I want my debit card would go through.
That's where I live. You know what I'm saying?
Please,
I stayed there.
The cornbread was free though.
Yeah.
All these people.
But yo, and I'm saying, like, Bill was the first dude to give me furniture. Like, he was like, yo, I'm not gonna put this in storage. You ain't got no furniture. I could put the furniture in your house and I'll come get it. So that's how I had furniture. Like, come on now. Like, it was some good times. It was
No safety net versus a bit of a safety net.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like this. But again, like, you don't have that life experience. And like you said with the athletes, it's like, I would say this right here. You can't expect, and I'm going to say this because you are a corporation, professional sports. All of you are corporations. So, just like any other corporation, no corporation is going to hand an intern $1 million.
Right.
They're not going to do that and expect that intern to do certain things. So it's like this. What you cannot do, you can't expect these kids to come out and be like, yo, I'm handling this money. I got to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be financially responsible for myself. Or I'm going to be responsible for myself. And it's not even, sometimes it's not them that got a good head on their shoulders. It's the people around them. Yeah. Like, if Kazi got rich right now, I'd lose my fucking mind. I'll be out here naked. That's just like, yo, why is Bishop naked? Because I'm with Kazi.
Right.
Nigga, I would change all my numbers tomorrow. You would never see me again. It'd be intelligently Ratchet with me and like Kevin Hart. Right. This shit would change overnight.
You gonna leave your man like that by the way?
I'll be like, who? Bishop who? New number, who this?
Don't do that.
New iPad.
Right.
Who held him down in the early days? They don't do that.
Well, listen,
Bishop, you know I'm playing.
Listen, but guess what? But then we be back in Durham. I be in here with Pierce, and we be talking shit about you. then what we gonna do? You know what we gonna do?
The nigga didn't have no mustache.
Yeah, the nigga had no mustache.
Now he got a mustache.
From the oils.
He got a mustache.
I'm gonna get with Pierce. We gonna do a free documentary and then drop that shit on Netflix and get rich off of that. That's what,
behind the mustache.
Behind the mustache.
I knew the nigga before. You know what I mean?
Word up.
Now the nigga shit like
Barry White. You gonna be having meetings with us in a barbershop one day too. Yeah. All right.
Whiskers.
That's a side.
Whiskers. The Kevin Thomas goatee story.
Only people that really know the real behind Durham, North Carolina hip hop will understand that reference about having a meet in a barbershop to squash things.
I know that's real.
Shade.
Real life.
We'll talk to y'all after the camera. Y'all ain't gonna know about that. Me and Kazi know about it though. Bit do too.
This is a gem. This is a gem I want to say though right here because like something struck me like while you were talking, right? It's like a lot of times people like talk about success principles and what it takes to be successful and when they chase and what they aspire for or hope to have, right? So it's like when you ask God for things or when you put that in the universe that you want these things in your life, be prepared for shit to get thrown at you. Right. Meteors, barriers, obstacles, fucking flame lit spears. Like, you know what I mean? It's like if you know the Matrix and how that's a metaphor for life. Once you start being positive, trying to do good shit, Agent Smith is on the way, bruh. 30 deep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you just have to know that in the elements. So that touched me while you was talking. And I wanted to just say this real quick because this is something I posted on my Insta a while back. I asked for strength and God gave me difficulties to make me strong. I asked for wisdom and God gave me problems to solve. I asked for prosperity and God gave me brawn and brains to work. I asked for courage and God gave me dangers to overcome. I asked for patience and God placed me in situations where I was forced to wait. I asked for love and God gave me troubled people to help. I asked for favors and God gave me opportunities. I received nothing I wanted and received everything I needed, right?
Absolutely.
So I just want to drop that, just the gem of the night.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm glad I wrote that.
Yeah, the book of Bishop. First chapter, second verse. You know what I mean? The lost chronicles, right? You part of the lost scrolls and shit. So, yo, it's been a dope show. I think the only way to end it is what would you say, right?
Yeah, what would you say?
What would you say? We Pierce back too.
No. I know. I think we gotta go with A.
Yo,
with this.
that's a very dope, famous writer sliding off in the back there. Real dope journalist. You know what I mean? You try to slide off, Mr. Lindsay. Mr. Lindsay, he didn't like that.
He did this with the
call you out. Come back in here.
I live in Raleigh and my feet hurt.
He said, I'm out.
Have a good night.
Yo, if y'all know about Mr. Lindsay and his writing,
There he is, back
journalism,
again. Okay.
News and Observer, and a lot of freelance, writing as well. But real dope. What y'all slide off and do an interview real
Yeah,
quick?
I mean, he said he was doing an interview. I thought he would come through and maybe join the Ratchet tree, but
I know
he's
he ain't
working,
the
so
camera
yeah.
guy. Yeah, I know he ain't a real lit camera guy like that, but he's nice with the pen.
He's real nice with the pen.
Right
New
on.
word.
Ratchetry.
Ratchetisms, ratchetry, ratchetisms.
Ratchetly.
What was the
Ratchology.
and the new disease that Bishop? We're gonna talk
Whoa,
about
whoa,
this next
whoa,
week.
whoa!
I'm
Don't
sorry.
say Bishop and disease right next to each other like that.
Talking about speaking shit into the universe.
Right? Stop it.
Well, something has to be talking about the SARS of Business.
The
SARS
SARS.
is just about. Hold on. Hold on. How you say it?
SARS,
Uh-huh.
a jizz,
Ebola,
Ebola Zika flu, Ebola Zika flu.
SARS is just Ebola Zika flu. So Bishop is doing in-depth research on this. We're going to find out his findings next week. Have your cotton swabs on deck.
Yes.
Bishop will be on the show next week talking about SARS is just about Zika.
SARS and just Zika flu. Hashtag
That shit. Say that 3 times fast. Even though the sound of it is something quite precocious. All right.
I don't even know what precocious means.
If you say it loud enough. All right.
Oh shit.
This is where Yo, Pierce, you peep that?
Sorry, Pierce.
Man.
Bishop spilling shit on the floor.
He didn't get on the pretty
In
girl,
fact-
though, did he? This girl is gorgeous.
This shit is probably,
I love
you know what I'm
it.
saying?
Niggas.
He probably-
No home training.
Listen,
This ain't taking you
listen,
nowhere,
yo, this
man.
nigga got this shit. This
What
is the
happened?
best roses carpet that they could get.
Roses.
This is definitely not that.
Nah, it's probably like for real, like this is probably from Pierce's private collection in his house and shit. I'm fucking shit up.
Yeah.
I blotted, don't wipe it, right?
You blocked
You blocked that.
I'm blotting this shit. I'm blotting.
You blocked that.
I'm gonna blot
Yeah,
it.
you are
I don't want no. I don't want no trouble with.
This cool though. This will probably end us getting up a carpet cleansing solution sponsorship.
Yeah.
Next time you see a cat, you run up on him,
Like,
snatch
yo,
that
son,
shit out of
yo,
his
I need
hand.
some shit.
Yes.
Yo, I spilled some shit at Black Space. You are motherfucking new sponsor.
There's a lane there.
Kirby. Kirby.
Nah, son, Dyson. Team Dyson. Hashtag.
Nah, you know Dyson ain't too rich to fuck with us.
Nah,
we
man,
could get Kirby
they
though.
will fuck with us.
We could get Hoover.
They would they would fuck with us. Trust me. But anyway, so yo, thanks to everybody that's been watching tonight. It's been a real dope show. Let's end it up with. You know about What Would You Say? You know about What Would You Say?
Oh, you should. I know she's a Ratcheteer. She knows about.
You know about What Would You Say?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
I was just here for the turkey patties.
Who
But
wanna
here I
go?
go.
Yeah, the turkey patties. I ate about 7 of them Jones. They good. Yo, you did your thing with those.
She
Yes.
did. Yes, she
You
did.
made
Yes,
those?
she did.
Yeah, you like folded them.
She did all of it.
I made the
Oh,
crust.
like delicately pressed.
She did that. She did it.
Hold on, let me get one to show y'all.
No, don't. No, that one's mine.
You peeped that?
You know what I mean?
Give me them crunchy O's. I was about to run over there and just like a damn cereal commercial. Shouts out to Atlanta for everybody watching Atlanta, everybody checking out 13th Birth of a Nation, Luke Cage, anything I forgot to
Queen
mention.
Sugar.
Watch that show.
Atlanta, how y'all in?
Okay.
God.
I'm going to the last one.
Go in, man.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
amazing.
But before you bust it open, I just want to show the craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Because I did
Yeah.
like 7 of
Yeah.
them. So she actually put the actual the divots in the
fork?
Jones.
Use a fork?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's craftswoman shit.
Yeah, crafts once. Yeah, no sex.
Crafts delicious.
crafts. Yo,
Deliciousness.
she got
Yes.
the good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all blessing the shit. Y'all done got naughty on her
I
shit.
love
Look
to
at-
cook. I love cooking. I love getting
Well,
food.
I
like to eat.
And I didn't love to eat.
Okay.
So,
There you go.
Fred.
So now, as
Get
not
us
as
a food sponsor. We need some raw materials. You get us a sponsor for the raw materials.
Debo.
raw materials.
Devo. Yes.
Devo.
Devo.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah, raw material.
you want some raw material?
Shut up, Bishop.
Wait a minute.
No.
Throw something in here.
Ratchet.
Hold on.
Intelligently. Hold on. Hit that again real quick.
Wait, I
Durham's
want
most
to
interesting man.
Hold on, I want to record it when he does it.
Oh, nah.
Raw material. Oh,
Nothing. But nothing spilt out mine.
Yo, you know what? You know,
Flexing.
some ice. I'm gonna kick it again.
I got the
Y'all
glove with
doing
all
Yo,
the
that's too close.
stones in
Homecomings
it.
this year.
How much?
Are we doing any HBCU? Invite us.
Invite
please.
us.
Hey,
Invite
yo,
us.
real talk. Invite us out if y'all having any type of event or anything
Yeah,
y'all like
please,
this
do
to
it.
attend.
Hey, broadcast.
You know, we love to come through anyway. I got lots of HBCU alumni in my family. You know what I mean? Shouts out my cousin Chaz and CCU, my homie, my cousin Lamar went to Salem State University. My niece Alex went to Salem State. So yeah, we got a lot of.
Yo, we would love to do this shit with this iPad in front of a whole fucking auditorium.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some bigger things. We're gonna.
And act like y'all not there. I will promise you act like
Yeah,
you're
like I said, near future, all the episodes will be up on YouTube.
Yep.
The very first one was with the sign. Second one was with
We bringing the sign back, too.
We just rolled. Yeah, the sign was a really dope. The dope way to start the series.
Start the series.
Prove that it could work. So we're gonna bring him back on. Shouts out to brother Desana Hanu. But yeah, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna have the YouTube pop in. A lot of people complain that I don't fuck with Facebook, and I understand why. So we're gonna have the YouTube. Well, there's a lot that goes along with they data mining the shit out of everybody, bro. Somebody called me from my instant messenger that I didn't know the other day.
Oh.
Not you,
Wow.
Sean. Somebody else. You know what I mean? No, I don't want the Sean to be creeping because we talked. But somebody I didn't know hit me up through my instant messenger, and I'm like, yo, this is all that Facebook shit.
Oh,
You know
wow.
what I mean? But yo, shouts out Facebook. We Facebook Live.
Thank you,
right now.
Mike. Thank you.
But we're
Shit,
gonna
damn,
be
you just shit on our
We're gonna be on YouTube as well. We're here on, but what would you say? Who's going first?
Who wants it?
Pierce smashing that joint.
Go ahead and get on
Yeah,
the
you
way.
cool. You want to go ahead and get it over,
Hey,
smack and get
you
it
got
over
something
with?
You got
Nah,
something?
you doing Nitra's out.
You don't want. Do you want me? To give over? What you
Really,
say?
I just came here to talk about voting
Yeah, but now.
Okay, then we're gonna talk about voting.
Let's talk
and
about
food.
Some food. Okay. Well,
Music.
Let's talk about
music.
dating and
Well,
music.
Keep it PG.
Yeah,
Keep it G.
Well, Bishop's doing yours. So
I'm
I
doing
can't
No,
yours.
promise.
come on, guys.
I can't promise you. I promise you
Guys.
zero maturity.
Right.
I promise you
Gosh.
zero tact.
None. Zero.
Help.
He breaks the knob off.
Out.
Yeah, so
Nope.
nope.
Listen.
Hey.
Pause.
I heard that.
What? What do you say?
Skirt, skirt.
Look at her face.
Okay.
Look at her. It's so.
I've been
You
flexing
ready?
all night on y'all. I've
ready?
been flexing
Okay.
on you.
Damn it. Okay. Shit. Okay. All right.
Come on, help me.
What
Come
would
on,
you
Bishop.
say?
What would you say?
What would you say?
You're at the polls.
You're at the polls.
You're just doing your thing, doing the voting security. You out there with your I'm a vote security T-shirt on.
Vote.
You know your mag light, your high little
Clipboard.
dark boots and your little clipboard. You got a badge on,
That clipboard is dangerous.
shiny golden. I protect your vote badge.
Legit.
Double it.
You hear a whole bunch of commotion.
Lots of commotion.
They said everybody out. Secret Service comes in kind of like Kazi. You're wondering like who's coming over, and it's Donald Trump.
Don't tell me.
Keep going.
Please,
That
Rupert.
street.
Donald
Keep
Trump.
going down that street.
Donald
Don't you turn
Trump.
around.
Don't you?
Damn.
Donald Trump
Donald Trump.
is walking down the hallway. He sees you in your nice little black little I protect voters T-shirt with your sparkly badge
Don't.
and your high boots, and you connect eyes.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Donald.
Your glasses.
Don't do it.
Donald Trump's half row. Glasses, half row. Glasses, half row.
Glasses.
Half row. He licks his lips. He comes over to you.
Oh no.
How's he
You
doing?
don't even
Bishop?
have
How's he
lips.
look?
Damn.
Yeah, he
Does
Moses
his little mosey. He moses over to you.
I need
And you see Donald Trump's hand going in slow motion to your pussy.
Oh no!
What do you say?
What do you say? What do you say?
Bishop.
I'm sorry.
Donald.
I said I was here for the turkey patties.
Girl, you want me to say it?
No mother helpsies. No mother helpsies.
I turned my
don't have
attention
those.
back to the voters.
Get out of here, boo!
I turn my attention to the voters, turn my back to the haters. I'm nonpartisan in this role.
Right. Okay.
I'm here for the voters.
Okay.
I'm
Right.
not here for anybody.
Good for you.
I don't say anything because when
Okay.
they go low, we go high.
Oh,
But trust there would be
So
a
basically-
karate chop.
That's
So
the
no. You have to voters.
All is boots.
Sometimes you have to read between the lines. What she said was, and I'll translate.
She's not at liberty.
She's not at liberty. So Bishop Omega will translate what she just said. I'm gonna look at his hand, then I'm gonna look around like, do you see what this motherfucker is doing? That's what she said. I'm gonna turn to the voters. I'm gonna say this is what
I
this
didn't
is.
say that. I would never drop an MF.
This
Ever.
is what she did. This is what she.
If you know me, you know that's true.
Listen. Okay, listen. So she going around like, I know this motherfucker is not trying to touch my pussy. As he goes
Don't say
low.
the P word. Don't say the P
Hold
word.
on, I'm saying I'm doing a translation.
No, don't say the P word. Don't attribute the P word to me.
I can't.
Okay, go
You
ahead.
are not allowed to speak on her behalf.
I can't speak on behalf.
I have a
I
voice.
want this.
Men have too long tried to silence women.
You had your. Hold on. You had your platform. Stop here.
I said what I would say.
Long hair.
Right?
Just because you got long hair, you're not with them, Pierce.
I said. Why is it us against them?
Listen.
I have a
Pierce.
voice.
Listen. No, you.
I went high.
No, and you went
I went
high.
high.
Now, guess
And
what?
Trump went low.
And Trump went low. That's what I'm saying
hit
is,
him high.
as,
You hit him low, hit him low, hit him. You remember that?
so yes, I do remember that
The
song.
Monster Jam.
So when Trump was going low,
Memphis
she's gonna
crack.
catch Trump in the mouth with a two-piece, and that's going high.
I think
So
so.
that's what it is. So that's what she meant to say.
I think so.
See,
And
for
it's-
the voters, make
You
sure
did for the
everybody,
voters,
nobody
right?
is disenfranchised. That's why I'm here.
Wow.
That's why I'm there.
And you're doing a great job, honey.
Oh,
Thank you,
I'm
Anitra.
just trying to hold it together. Be
You're
the voice
keeping
of
it
reason.
classy.
I'm trying.
Yes.
I'm trying.
No.
Yes.
But you don't see her off camera. She be doing the most ratchet stuff off camera. Look at she like.
Hold on, we'll catch her that. And then she stopped. Okay, yeah.
She be so ratchet.
I got a feeling that
Definitely
anybody that Donald Trump reached for these days is getting a two-piece and a biscuit.
Well, just hold on. We got a question. Is that a
Okay.
question? Have you considered sharing information about a nonprofit organization in the community during your weekly?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely open with
Send
that.
it to us.
Definitely open up with
Email.
anything you
Email.
got, send it to us.
Ratchet at Gmail.
at gmail.com. Okay.
We'll big it up.
Mm-hmm.
We'll big it up.
All right.
All right, now you gotta get Pierce.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
What
That's the
would
thinking
you say?
emoji that Pierce does.
The Pierce.
So you can throw him a softball.
Pierce Freelon.
That's what I'm saying. I try not to do that.
Yeah.
Pierce,
I'm ready.
what would you say?
Kevin Durant.
You are at the African American Museum, right? You at your father's museum,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It is opening day.
Opening day.
You were out there, like you said, it's a glorious occasion.
Beautiful day.
For just for the fact that African American history is being documented in such a way,
Historic.
and it's your family is involved. There's so many elements of
I
it.
got you.
So you out there, they cut the ribbon on it, the celebration begins or whatever
Okay.
like that, you know what I mean? And a white man approaches you,
Whoa.
cool, comes up and daps you and is like,
Hey.
yo man, I heard your dad was the architect of this place.
Yes.
What's up? Y'all niggas hiring?
Oh.
What would you say?
Whoa!
Y'all niggas
Hiring.
Wow.
Wow. How do you do that?
Calgon, take me away.
Damn. Damn.
How does that happen?
Wow. Y'all niggas hired. My goodness. Don't be mad. UPS is hiring. That's the first thing I thought of. Wow. Well, you know what? I remember I was in college, and there was a white boy who saw a picture of my dad running track. He used to run track in high school. He was like, man, that's a mean looking nigger right there. That's a mean looking nigger. That's what he told me. I was like, and it was a situation where I couldn't even control the reaction. I was just like jumped on him and got pulled apart, and it was a bad situation. And, at a moment like that where you're kind of channeling all types of ancestral situations, and a white person comes up and just drops that,
Yeah.
I don't know that Tubman, Ropes, and Baldwin, Angelou. Sure you can. Like Chun-Li, Gandhi, Nigga, Imhotep. Boo, boo, boo. Kwame Nkrumah.
Yo, did he just give the
Patrice Lumumba.
Black History combo?
Just everybody.
20 hit Black History
History
combo.
Look, he straight with Super Saiyan on him. Ah, come
Black
in.
history.
It would have
That's
to be
real.
like, you know what, except though, I'm gonna fuck your head up, alright? All my Dragon Ball Z fans out there.
Yeah.
Why is it that the Saiyan is Japanese, as soon as he goes Super Saiyan, he turns white? His hair turns blonde, and his eyes turn green.
Right.
That's Super Saiyan. That's the definition of Super Saiyan.
Real.
You beat his ass down with a, little special beam cannon or some shit,
Right.
he turns back to Japanese. How, Sway?
Hey,
Damn.
yo.
You ain't got the answers.
Listen, we do have the answers to
I
that.
got
You want to know
the
why?
It's the most
Oh,
racist. It's the most
You ready-
racist show in the history of anime.
Hold on.
And I love
But
it so much, though.
what what I'm saying
Damn.
is this right here.
Dragon Ball is such
But
my shit.
who drew it?
Yeah, Akira Toriyama, Japanese man.
There it is.
Broly.
That's self-hate.
Yo, we could all internalize
Right,
white
just
supremacy.
yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You
Well,
can
listen.
internalize it. I just thought, you know what I'm saying, the more strong you got, the more light skin you got. It's just what I was saying, you know what I mean?
Well, I would, rather the monkey tail and all of that, It's,
Well, no,
it's different levels
I don't
of
consider
being
myself a
sane.
monkey, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's fine. I like
I
the
don't
monkey.
want
I
But
like
I'm
the
just
whole
saying,
I don't
monkey.
want
like-
nothing to do with that.
But you see what I'm saying? Like,
Listen, there's a
what
lot of
we're
stuff
talking
you don't
about
want to
because-
deal with
No.
on Intelligent Ratchet.
That's-
I don't like.
I don't even
Yeah.
buy my kids that. Don't
Yeah.
don't buy them anything with that on it.
Well, no
Don't give
monkeys.
it to them.
Okay.
And to my
Okay.
Facebook situation,
So
I was
that's
like,
my
why do all the little boy clothes have monkeys? And someone I grew up with said, because they act like monkeys.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Hold on. I was a
Getting
little
in
boy.
there.
I was a little boy.
Okay.
I'm the skin color alone. I played with other little boys. We absolutely, as little boys, play and smell like monkeys. You know,
Nah.
yo, you smell. You got sons, right?
Yep.
You know when they smell like outside?
Hot dogs.
Yeah, fuck, I'm telling you.
Onions.
Onions.
Yes.
I'm telling you, little boys stink. So it's like this.
Early.
So I'm not talking about monkeys in a racial sense. I'm talking about the pure, unequivalated animal. Like, yo, you put a chimpanzee next to a 6-year-old, they're going to smell exactly the same.
There you go.
That's gonna smell exactly
National, National Geographic will not be calling this shit.
No, they're not.
Anytime.
I don't care. Shoot, I'll climb trees that I fell out of them and I'll
There you go.
do shit.
Go ahead, go all the way.
Yo, let's go.
Bananas. What else do we do?
Yeah, oh, you want me?
Yeah.
You want, no, I'm
yeah,
just
I
saying.
mean, let's just coon it
Listen,
all the way
no,
out. Like,
see, guess
we're
what?
on 9.
What I'm
Let's
trying to do is this right
break
here.
it down.
I'm talking about National Geographic. I'm comparing to adolescent animal beings.
Right.
And I'm just saying, I'm not saying, no, you want me to go
And
coon
then,
way.
no,
because,
you know what?
I mean, if you put power into the word monkey, then there shall always be power in the word monkey.
There you go.
You take the power out of the word monkey when applying it to children.
There you go.
White children are monkeys.
We'll save this. This is a
Japanese children are monkeys.
whole, this is the reverse monkey theory
This is
Bishop
a
is kicking. We'll save that for another
Yeah, we
Intelligent
will.
Ratchet. But yo, for tonight, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
I like to much love for everybody out there in Ratchet Land. We'll be back next week with Jay Gunn from what we said the cigar spot.
Yeah,
right?
it's gonna be Durham
Gonna.
Cigar
Third day.
Company.
Real talk. Yup. Shouts
That's
out.
gonna be on Lakewood. It's right. I'll get the address and everything later.
Yeah.
It's gonna be at Lakewood or whatever, and we're gonna be out there. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna be, you know what I mean, the smoking jackets and ascots.
Yeah, that's real. That's what's going down. But yo, one more time, y'all, give it up for my big homie Pierce Freelon. Like it up, Pierce. Let them know how they can holler at you, man.
Ian Pierce.
There you go. Let them know how they can holler at you.
Award-winning Pierce.
Yeah, you can holler me on Twitter. I'm at Dermite. On Instagram, Pierce Freelon. And yeah, hit me up. We're doing a benefit concert for Black Space at Motorco on November 4th. Where's my? Oh, I gotta show you all our new T-shirts.
Yeah, show
We
us
got this,
what you got
this
going
Afro
on.
knot. You'll be able to pick up our new T-shirt design. This was designed by Runaway.
Nice.
It's
Beautiful.
It's the Afro knot.
Softies.
So we'll be there. That'll be November 4th at Motorco, and it'll be dope.
Yeah, man.
How much are the
All
t-shirts?
right.
Pierce?
I don't know. We'll figure that out.
Oh, okay.
All right, out. So
Yeah.
yeah, Black Space.
$3.99 for
212
Ratchet
Main
Tears.
Street, West Main, Durham, North Carolina. Holla at your boy Pierce Freelon, and he's on
Come through mess with
Instagram
him,
at
man.
Pierce Freelon. You know what I mean?
He had Pete Rock in his space, man.
Yeah, Mr. Nitra. You all right? Did Bishop violate you?
Totally.
All right, but you know we glad that you was here. Yo, say you sorry, man. I feel like, yo,
So
we gotta have
I'm
a
tough.
moment,
I
man.
Why do I have to say
She's
sorry?
a lawyer. She'll be alright.
She'll be okay.
I'm gonna have my people call him. So.
Okay,
Watch your back.
that's fine. I'm scared of him.
It's been fun, guys. Thanks for
I'm
having
fucking
me.
with you. Yeah, it's all good. Love is love. Thank you for coming on and letting everybody
Absolutely.
know. How can people check you out?
On Twitter, Anitra G. Royster, Royster.
Yeah, okay. And what's up with the homecoming, Jeezy?
UNC Homecoming, we're having the rewind, taking it back to the 90s. Next Saturday night, you can get tickets at 2016rewind.eventbrite.com.
Yep.
We're going to set it off like we were doing when we were wearing those Reebok Princess and leggings.
Yes.
Get in the water.
Okay. DC Go, what up? You know what I mean? That sounds like a great hall party. Yeah, you know.
Are you from DC?
Scenario. I just lived there for a few years. We'll talk.
Well, you know I'm from Woodbridge, right? You know from Dale City.
why
right?
We'll talk too.
Okay, all right.
You from Woodbridge?
Yeah.
Since when?
Since I lived there, I was 13. I ain't moved to Richland until 9th grade, man. Yeah, but my family from Richland, so I was there every summer. I went to part of first grade there.
So much to talk about.
Yeah. That's why I'm
But
a
we
Redskin
out.
fan. Yeah, my
Family,
father was
born,
stationed on Fort
raised.
Belvoir, so yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah. With the Goblin, Bel Air. So anyway, so yeah. But yo, it's,
I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
anyway, yeah, this is DMV shit. Don't worry.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's
Let
cool.
me just go back on.
But but yo, shouts out to everybody that tuned in. Make sure you share, like, retweet the show.
Yes.
We'll be back on again next Wednesday at 9. Facebook Live, baby. You know what I'm saying? Bishop Omega. Where they can follow you at? Bro?
You know me, Bishop Omega, right here on Facebook, Kareem Bishop Omega Jared.
Yes,
You can follow me on IG, the Bishop Omega, that's THEE Bishop Omega, and Twitter Bishop Omega. Everything's Bishop Omega, man.
Yeah, that's it. Check them out. You know
Real
what
easy.
I mean?
Lowercase letters too.
Me 4
Kareem
letters.
to his mama.
Mm-hmm.
What's my name on this national TV?
Looks.
Hey, Miss Sandy.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
All right, and you know, holla at me, K's 4 letters. On Instagram, Kazi 4 letters, KAZE the number 4 LETTERS, and on Twitter, Black Kennedy.
Black
All
Kennedy.
right, you know how we do it.
That's
See
what
y'all
it is,
again
man.
next week.
And maybe Kazi will have a mustache.
Maybe
Dun, dun,
tune in. Will it be back? Tune in. To be continued. Holla at y'all, man. Share
Peace.
this. Love, like, peace.